Alright. Excellent connection. That's good. So, I think
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
A community is connections. We're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program. Go to allofiber.com/ACP to learn more.
The following is a North Platte Post sports presentation. Football. FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. And live streaming video at NorthPlattePost.com. Bulldog football brought to you by Shelter Insurance. The Shelter Boys, Pete Bowles and Brent Rogo. Dave's Place and CT Troubleshooters. Another round in River's Edge Golf Course. Premier Toyota. And Sand Hills State Bank. Today's game also brought to you in part by Larry's Glass, the D&N Event Center, Great Plains Health, Great Plains Home Care, Larry's RV, Bill Summers Ford Honda Nissan, and the North Platte Public Schools. Now let's take you out to the field with play-by-play voice of the Dogs, Paxton Gordon, and color analyst Scott Carlson.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Friday Night Football here on FM 98.1 AM 1410, and as always, live streaming NorthPlattePost.com. I'm your host today, Paxton Gordon, as I just knocked my color analyst papers out of his hand like the animal I am. It is Scott Carlson, Scotty C, in here with me, as always, on this time my left-hand side instead of my right-hand side. It's going to be a bit weird having to turn the body motions up. Scott!
Yeah, hey,
football.
fumble. We had a fumble up here in the booth. Carl and I piled on. I won.
That's right.
There we go.
Carl won. Well, actually, no, you won at this point. But it is time. Bulldogs coming in 0-1 following their loss 35-21 last Friday to Papillion La Vista South. It was a really tough battle. You know, first half was close, 15-14 going into halftime. Then wheels kind of came off of the wagon proverbially in the third quarter. No points came across for the Bulldogs compared to a plethora on the side of Papillion La Vista South. And unfortunately, with the momentum going into the fourth quarter, just really wasn't unable for the Bulldogs to really come back and conquer that effort. So, Scott, what were you feeling after that game?
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had a lot of people this week ask me, hey, what'd you think of that game? And my answer to everyone has been, I thought they were tired going into the third quarter. I think you could see it. We talked about it in the pregame show last week that there is a lot of guys playing both ways on this Bulldog team. And when you're playing out in that humidity of eastern Nebraska, it's the first game of the year. You can practice as much as you want, but there's nothing that can truly simulate an actual game. And the Dogs, I thought, got tired in that second half, and I think that was kind of what the difference was on the scoreboard at the end of the game. Yeah,
it was a tough one. As we all know, they fell, but they're taking on a Grand Island team that is yet to play. This is their first game of the year. Grand Island Islanders taking on the Bulldogs. Islanders last year make it into the second round of the playoffs. They also went 7-4. Very well coached team, right. Solid overall. 17 out of the 19 seasons that head coach of this team, I got to find where my notes are. Whoopsie daisies. That Jeff Tomlin, 17 out of his 19 years, he's made it to the playoffs with this Grand Island team. They're well coached. Lost to Bellevue, I believe it was West last year, 52-20 in the second round of the playoffs. Before we get into this last break, before we get into a break here, Scott, how you feeling about this Grand Island team coming in here today?
Hey, you and I were talking before the game, and you said, man, I was looking at their schedule. I don't know that their schedule was that tough, but I'll tell you what, my response to you was they are always tough. Grand Island's always going to bring thank you, that sounds better. Always going to bring a tough team in, and Coach Tomlin, as you mentioned, he's known for teams that find a way to win. He may not always have the most talent. He may not always have the best guy at quarterback, but he's a great coach. He's a coach that finds ways to win, and that's why, as you said, all but 2 of his seasons he's found himself in the playoffs.
So Bulldogs looking to turn it around here, get back to 500. They're taking on Grand Island in their first game. Hey, we're going to take a break here on the Quick Stop pre-game show. We come back. It is going to be our coach's interview, sponsored by Farmers Insurance, Stephen Rhodes. We come back. Coach Altig will be giving us his breakdown for this game.
We're always open right around the corner. Quick Stop. Save money at the pump at Quick Stop with the DinoPay app. DinoPay offers contactless payment using your preferred debit or credit card. The savings add up with 12 cents per gallon and even more on Tuesdays and Thursdays with rollbacks for savings of 15 cents per gallon. Huge savings. The Sinclair DinoPay saving you at the pump. Don't forget Frazzle Gourmet Slushes and For Real Shakes and Smoothies. Gourmet coffee at everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
Quick Stop.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine, too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized auto, home, and life protection that puts your family first.
See me, Pete Volz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
It's not too late to dust off the golf clubs and head out to River's Edge Golf Club in North Platte. Summer may be coming to an end, but come out to River's Edge and you'll enjoy a course that features modern amenities with beautifully maintained lush greens and breathtaking views. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks and Keno. Remember, they're open to the public. Good times, great food, drinks, and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at River's Edge Golf Course. Come have another round with them.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are NPHS. Come grow with us.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Hello, everybody. This is Paxton Gordon with North Platte Post Sports Network, and it is time for our coach's interview, sponsored by Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes. Farmers Insurance Agent Stephen Rhodes has the knowledge and experience to help you better understand your coverage options for auto, home, renters, business, and more. I'm, of course, joined by head coach Kurt Altig. Coach, unfortunately, last Friday didn't end the way you wanted to, losing to Papillion La Vista South 35-21. Overall, how did you think the game went for your team, even though it came out on the wrong end of it?
You know, overall, we were happy as far as, you know, the way we came out and, you know, the physical nature we played and the heart we played with at the end of the game. You know, there's just a few things here and there that we needed to clean up. You know, we had a bad quarter. So we're really focusing on this week on raising our level of intensity and playing in a whole game instead of just maybe half or three-quarters of a game.
Now, overall, again, first game of the season, you going through many weeks, months of training, just guys to guys, the same team. How did it feel after the game for the fellas to finally experience a different team for the first time? Again, a team also that's on the same path as you, young, has a lot of new faces trying to evolve into the system.
You know, they were, like the rest of us, you know, they were disappointed with the outcome, but then they realized that, you know, a few plays here or there, cleaning up a few things here and there, and that could have been a different ball game. And, you know, we talked about dwelling on it for Friday evening until we got home at, 3 a.m, and then we're on to focusing on Grand Island.
Grand Island is this week. Before we get to that, you said one bad quarter, really just focusing on that third quarter. Really, a lot of key moments where you could have taken advantage of a situation, specifically late in that quarter, didn't come to fruition. So what was one of the things that you can pinpoint on either offense and in defense for that third quarter that really just, I would say, stumbled out of it?
You know, defensively, to start the game, you know, we had a hard time matching their physicality. It got better as the game got on. We really focused on communication. We had one big breakdown in coverage that should have been easily taken care of. So defensively, communication, and offensively, just getting up to the football and getting ready to go right away. You know, and if we're in a spot where we need a play and we see something that we don't necessarily like, you know, we've given guys availability to call timeouts to get us in the best positions to be successful. And like I said, hopefully this week, you know, we've cleaned up those things and we'll come out and get after it for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, even though the third quarter was probably your weakest quarter, team bounced back really well in the fourth quarter, showed a lot of heart, grit, and that offensive drive, mixing it up with the pass and the outside run. Really, fourth quarter, what were some of the things you talked about going into that fourth quarter, maybe help reignite this team to get them back into this game, or at least keep the spirits up even though they were down at the moment?
We've talked about all year that games are won or lost in the fourth quarter. So no matter where you're at, if you're still coming out and you're playing hard, you got a puncher's chance to put some points on the board, get a couple stops, and you never know where you're going to be. So we always give ourselves a chance, and the kids believe that. And even in the very end of the game, we're minute 30 seconds left, down by a couple scores. We're still giving it all we got and just getting after it. And I thought that showed a lot of character and a lot of heart from our team standpoint.
Now, if you had to pick out, again, young team, very first game for a lot of these guys, if you had to pick out a couple of names that you thought really excelled from the young group, who would you really pick out to watch for, not just for the next week, but for the coming weeks following?
Offensively, Caden Jonason, who's our quarterback, he's a sophomore. He played a whale of a game, both offensively and defensively. We have to rely heavily on some of our older guys to play a lot of snaps and some young guys to play a lot of snaps. But Caden, he played a really good game. If we just got to keep matching his intensity everywhere, and things will be all right for us.
Now, speaking of Caden Jonason, first start of the year, me and Scott Carlson, my co-host, really talked about it well. It seemed that the moment wasn't too big for him. Made a lot of very big plays, a couple long runs to help extend a drive, and also a big pass down the sideline late in the fourth quarter. Are those some of the things you were looking for that you were expecting maybe later down the line for him to do and not essentially from game one?
You never really know going into that first varsity game. I mean, I'm sure, and I know all those guys in that locker room were pretty nervous, but, we talked about that before the game. Hey, we're going against a bunch of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids just like you. They're all going to be nervous, and it's about, getting through those nerves and, coming out and playing hard and doing what you're supposed to do. And for the most part, he did a fantastic job of doing that.
So we'll take a quick break. We come back. It'll be our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the game with head coach Kurt Altig.
It's a stampede. Snorting bulls, piercing horns, and twisting bronco busting action. It's all charging into the Wild West Arena, September 16th and 17th, and you don't want to miss the ride. The Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. The best cowboys and cowgirls in the Great Plains, competing against the best stock the industry has to offer in 2 frenzied performances. Action begins at 7 p.m. each night. Tickets are $10 at the gate. It's the Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. Let's ride.
Your loved one needs home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, helping clients keep their lifestyle.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Larry's Glass would like to thank all of their valuable customers over the years for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass is a full-service glass company, from car windows and storefronts to custom-cut glass, mirrors, and more. If you need glass, Larry's Glass has you covered. They take pride in their work with professional installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Thank you for your patronage over the years and for voting them #1 in glass replacement. Larry's Glass on the corner of 5th and Vine, where they do glass and so much more.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7, and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
This is the Bulldog Pregame Show from FM 98.1 and 1410 AM. Presented by Quick Stop. Always open right around the corner. Quick Stop.
Hey everybody, it's Paxton Gordon with North Platte Post Sports Network. I'm, of course, joined as always by head coach Kurt Altig here for our Quick Stop pregame show. It is time for our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the game. Owls Lock and Safe, securing North Platte and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Coach taking on Grand Island. It's their first game of the season, so you have a little bit of a head start getting to be into football shape already. What keys do you have written down both offensively and defensively to come out with a victory and get back to 500?
You know, the thing about Grand Island is, you know, even though it's their first game, they are always going to come out, and they're very well coached. They're going to play really physical football. So defensively, our job is to put ourselves in position, make sure we tackle better this week. We've been working on that a lot this week. You know, we rallied to the ball last week, but didn't necessarily do a good job of tackling guys. And offense, we just got to run our offense and make sure each play everybody gets to their keys. And, you know, like I said, it's little things, having your head on the wrong side of a block or not carrying out your block, you know, a few more seconds. But if we can do those things, we like our chances.
Hey, Coach, again, thank you so much for joining us for our Quick Stop pregame. That was our Owls Lock and Safe keys to the game. When we come back, it'll be time for the closing segment for Quick Stop pregame and our Double Dips starting lineup.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmers insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Your loved one needs home care, and suddenly you find yourself facing a million difficult issues. It can become overwhelming, demanding huge amounts of your time, energy, and resources. Let Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment help you cut through the red tape and make smart, informed decisions that will give you peace of mind. Great Plains Health Home Care Equipment, helping clients keep their lifestyle.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
Hey, it's Derek Beck. It's the Quick Stop pregame show and our look around the area for high school football tonight. But let's start with Thursday night games from last night. In Class D, 8-man ball, Dundee County Stratton hammered Julesburg. They are Sedgwick County now, technically, though. 54-14 was the final score there. I believe DCS was up 46-0 at halftime, running clock in the second half. Hay Springs defeated Paxton last night, 28-6. Maywood Hayes Center over Sutherland, 41-22. Perkins County, a winner over Bridgeport, 26-22 last night. Southwest over the Blue Knights of South Platte, 60-6 last night. And Brady took one on the chin to SEM. Sumner Eddyville Miller 72-26 over the Eagles. All right, here we go. Tonight's games, let's start in Class A. A game that can be heard on FM 98.1 and AM 1410 this evening. Also, video live stream brought to you by Allo Communications. You can watch North Platte High taking on Grand Island Senior High this evening. No teams from the area in Class B this year, as teams have moved down to C1, including McCook, who has their first frolly into C1 ball. They'll take on Cozad tonight. Our game on Z93.5 Country this evening is Gothenburg at Ogallala. These two are conference rivals and everything, and should be a good football game tonight. Kickoff at 8 Central, 7 Mountain Time. And then Alliance, who is also down to Class C1 this year, they make the long road trip down to Imperial to take on the Chase County Longhorns tonight. Just one C2 team from the area, and that's Hershey. They play Gibbon tonight. And that leaves us with 8-man football. Let's start in Class D1 with the number 1 team in the state, North Platte St. Pat's, and they will host Cambridge tonight. Of course, St. Pat's got an early week 0 game a week ago against Bridgeport. They handled the Bulldogs. This will be the first time since 2015 that St. Pat's and Cambridge have played each other. Cambridge went to 8-man back in, I believe, 2015, so it's been about 6 years since the two teams have played each other. They were perennials in Class C2 forever, and now they are in action together tonight in 8-man ball in Class D1 in North Platte. The other D1 3-1 game this evening is Sandhills Valley, and they are at Southern Valley this evening. Good luck to the Mavericks. In Class D2, Medicine Valley, they will host Mullen tonight, and then a lot of six-man teams around the area. Maybe no bigger game in six-man ball tonight than Wallace at Cody Kilgore. Remember, these two teams played each other in the playoffs last year, and Cody Kilgore ended up becoming the state champion. They were good last year, and everybody thinks that Wallace can make a run at maybe a state final this year as well. It doesn't matter win or lose what happens tonight, but it may be a telltale sign come playoff time later on in the year from the winner of this one tonight. Wallace on the road at Cody Kilgore. Go Wildcats. Other six-man games today: Arthur County at Garden County, Creek Valley at Sioux County, and Juanita Palisade hosting Banner County this evening. That's our look around the area. A football Friday night. Look for scores tomorrow morning bright and early at NorthPlattePost.com. Quick Stop pregame show continues after this.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop pregame show. They have 27 locations open 24 hours a day. Quick Stop. Game time is just moments away on FM 98.1.
CT Computer Services of North Platte on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays. So, if your computer is running slow, it probably needs a tune-up. Take it to CT Computer Services. The everyday basic tune-up price is only $50, and you can save more on Tune-Up Tuesdays. CT Computer Services of North Platte sells both new and refurbished desktops and laptops. See your IT guys at 905 South Willow or give them a call at 534-3628.
Kylie is a Runza burger lover.
Especially if it's smothered with sauteed onions and French onion dip and topped with Swiss cheese.
Ah, sounds like you just had the French onion burger at Runza.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Are you crying?
Yeah, it's the onions. Wait, are you crying?
Yeah, because I love the French onion burger. Come get yours today. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Planning a special event, whether it be a wedding, concert, sporting event, convention, or anything else, the DNN Event Center can handle it all. The DNN Event Center is the biggest event center in North Platte. This building is perfectly suited for anything from small gatherings to major events. Rent just one small room or book the entire facility. The choices are endless at the DNN Event Center, your home for exciting events, special moments, and precious memories. Call today to make your reservation at 534-0255.
Swift Auto Center.
You're listening to Bulldog Athletics with Swift Auto Center of North Platte on KOOQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bauer Field for the first home game of this season. I'm Paxton Gorn, joined as always by my trusted colleague who is getting ready for his TikTok fandom.
Got to get ready for the TikTok,
He's got to get himself ready. You can follow. What is your TikTok handle real quick, Scott?
It's at DJ Scotty C97. Follow it. Like all my videos.
There you go. Like all of his creative and fun videos that he puts forward.
Need to get to 1,000 so I can go live.
That would be quite fun. And it is now time as we get set. That was our quick stop pregame show. It is time, as I find my mouse, for the Double Dips Ice Creamery starting lineup. Yep, that is right, as I find my sponsor. Brought to you, by Double Dips Ice Creamery in the historic Canteen District in North Platte. Double Dips offers 24-plus different flavors of hand-dipped ice cream served in a variety of ways. Double Dips also offers homemade waffle cones bowls, along with homemade fudge and freshly baked desserts. Plus, they also have available the ice cream trailer for outdoor event. So let's get on to the Grand Island Islanders, who were 7-4 last year, and their starting lineup at wide receiver: Brendan Lang, running back Colton Marsh, as well as Porter Dixon, who also plays cornerback, Caleb Richardson, Reese McBride, fullback Jace Chrisman, and their quarterback Cohen Evans, who is getting the start this year. Riley Plummer, backup cornerback, playing safety as well. Cole Thorne at tight end. Alex DeZingle, as well as Carson Lighting, Jace Hossettler, Ryan Michalski. And we got on the defensive side, Eli Anson, Jordan Ensinger, Drew Heth, Tanner Sutliff, Bo Douglas, Bryce Free, Kevin Ramos also at wide receiver, and Jacob Albers on the side of the Grand Island Islanders. Of course, your starting lineup for the North Platte Bulldogs, who are currently sitting at 0-1 on the year. Colton Tilford at running back and wide receiver, mostly where you'll see him today. Caden Jonason, Trevor Chrisman, as well as Jackson Creel and Xavier Albertson, Caleb Kincaid, Eli Broman, Hayden Bauer, Brock Robley, and then on the offensive line, Harley Yenny, Logan Chitty, Alex Grove, Peyton Dimmitt, and then Drake Ferris. So we were getting started here. We're off to a bad start already. I lost my glasses.
Yeah.
I don't know where they went.
That's not good, man. Better you than me, though, because I think
you're
see
legally
a little better. I'm telling you, man.
Supposedly is legally blind.
I've got bats leading me around without my glasses on.
Scott sitting a little too much with the bats in his house, learning echolocation
I'm intimate
over here.
with bats. And tennis rackets are, too.
But, yeah, so Bulldogs 0-1. The first game for the Grand Island Islanders, they come out with, I believe, is a shield.
And
like a Trojan
it is a shield. Thor's.
Look at that.
They're going to hammer an anvil into the center field. Don't do it.
They're going to do.
Start a rumble.
We've already seen already in the NFL world how many times if somebody messes with the center field mark.
The star in Dallas.
How many? The star in Dallas, the infamous one, the Tennessee Titans and Baltimore Ravens. And then the most recent one, Kansas City Chiefs and Oakland. Well, now Las Vegas Raiders. Baker Mayfield with his OU flag in the middle of the Ohio State one as well. But last week was a little bit of a sad ending after a very strong start. Bulldogs looking to get into it a little bit more, but it is time for our In the Groove Player of the Week, brought to you by Midwest ATV. Spend less time trying to fix your ATVs and UTVs. Let Midwest Cycle and ATV do it for you. Last week, Brock Robley, absolutely killer, had that 49-yard TD run on the second play of the Bulldogs' offensive possession, helped by a couple of fouls on the side of Papio South. He ended up with 144 total yards for the Bulldogs. He's our In the Groove Player of the Week. Scott Carlson, what are you looking to see from Robley in this game specifically, to continue on with that momentum, or are you going to look for somebody else to maybe take over that momentum and help propel this team?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you got a feature back, a marquee player like Robley, you better believe Jeff Tomlin, Coach Tomlin knows that's who the weapon is as well. And so you've got to have one of those guys. I think as a coach going in, you always hope to find that emerging star. But obviously, some more weapons beside Brock in the backfield with Tilford, and some good things we saw, I thought, with throwing the ball. They didn't throw the ball a lot last week, but when they did, I thought it looked good. I thought everyone looked comfortable in it. And so, man, I'm saying I might have to throw the ball a little bit more. I'm not going to ask. I know it's North Platte football. I'm not, they're not going to run the West Coast offense. But I think you got to be ready because I bet Grand Island spent a lot of time this week focusing on Brock Robley. So you got to hope for someone to break out.
And you talked about that passing game. They're 2 for 6 last week for Caden Jonason. And you can look at the stat line, you think, oh, God, 2 for 6. It must have been terrible. It must have been horrible balls he threw. Actually, completely the opposite. They were actually really accurate. There's a couple of them that were just a smidge overthrown, or there was the good news is none of it was really underthrown on the side of Caden Jonason. Made a really big one in the late third quarter that resulted in a touchdown that puts the momentum back into the offense and got the lead down to within 7. Fortunately, couldn't come back as they fell 35-21 as it's time to get ready to rock and roll.
I was just gonna add to that though too. Tough when you throw the ball. You play probably 20 minutes of football at least before you throw the ball. So there's no rhythm there. So I thought Jonason's passes looked really good. And like I said, the most important thing I thought was that he looked comfortable throwing the football. So, hey, it's time for kickoff, baby.
Hyder Maida, will be kicking off deep to return here for the side of the Bulldogs. It looks to be C.J. Johnson in the back, as well as I believe also Sam Ebert, as that one's kicked deep and far, still going and received by Logan Miles towards the goal line. He makes his way up the field. He has some daylight. He's at the 25, 30. There's a flag deep back in the play for a block in the back, it looks like, but off to a great start on the side of the Bulldogs for a second there in terms of their field position as Logan Miles, the senior, getting the first reps of kickoff control for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's going to draw my first grunt of the game. Sorry about that. Drinking. But anyway, no, it's one of those penalties that's so big and probably so unnecessary. I don't think it would have made a difference in the play. I think we would have seen Albertson bust that out regardless of that. But it's an instinct thing. Your assignment's to block somebody. You see a body in front of you, and sometimes the arms work faster than the brain. And it's too late by the time your brain says, don't do that.
Too late on that one, so they're going to drop it back. What would have been perfect starting position at around the 27-yard line. Will now start them at around the 14 in their own zone. Jonason under center, all the way out to the far side. Going to be Caleb Kincaid with the near side, of course, being Colton Tilford. Jonason under center, Robley right behind him. In motion comes Tilford. They hand it out to Robley right up the middle, trying to get some forward momentum going. He's still turning the legs. Brock Robley got a solid gain, I would say of about 7 yards for him, making it second down and about 3. Quick motion set up here for the Bulldogs. Jonason still under center, 2 wide receiver set, but now moving it into kind of a flex position on the right side in a trips formation. On the far side, going to be Broman. And motion comes Tilford. They're going to hand it back off to Robley up the middle, trying to force his way forward, but he falls down right around the line of scrimmage. But they're going to probably say, and they will say, Brock Robley getting 1 solid yard on the play. Again, that big up front interior on the side. Grand Island making it difficult. Hurry up offense yet again for the Bulldogs. Coach Altig talks about how they're trying to pick the tempo up here in this ball game. As Jonason looks towards the sideline. Gets what he finally likes to see. Gets under center. Jonason in motion. Going to keep it himself. Running it to the far side. Gets a spin move and tried to break a tackle. And that's going to be close to the first down marker. Maybe a gain of 1.5. See where the marking is. Ooh, it's going to be close. They're going to say it's 4th down after the literal 1-yard run by Caden Jonason. 4th down and a mere inches. But we have a timeout on the field, so I think they're going to bring the measuring crew. Yep, here come the measuring crew out. Bulldogs were setting up in a quick, again, hurry-up offense here. Like what I'm seeing already, and talked with head coach Kurt Altig for our lock and safe keys to the game. We talked about how he wanted to pick the tempo up. They're going to say he got enough for the first down, so 2-yard gain for Caden Jonason, and he is able to get the Bulldogs quickly with a first down. And here comes some more hurry-up offense. Kincaid to the far side. Jonason under center. Going to snap it. Going to pitch it out to Tilford. He has some room. He's at the 30-yard line. Some more. Cuts it to the outside, but runs into his own man. That one's going to be Landon O'Brien. But Colton Tilford going to get a great gain of, I'd say, about 12 yards on that run on the outside. It's a first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think you were blocked, but that was actually an amazing tackle by Colton Marsh from the Islanders. He busted through a block, got down low, and grabbed an ankle. It looked like his own guy took him down, but that was Marsh on the ankle. That was a heck of a play.
So now the Bulldogs on a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Motion comes Tilford. They're going to hand it to Robley. Robley up the middle, powering his way through, and he's going to get down after a solid gain of 6. Brock Robley, it's kind of funny to see Brock Robley run because the way he runs with such physicality, you think, oh my God, is he going to he could break one out for a long one. I got excited because it looked like with the way he was turning those legs, he might go the distance. So now it's 2nd down and 4. Actually going to say 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard gain for Robley. As in motion there was Hayden Brower, but they're going to pull out of it, and Jonason's going to look towards the near sideline. Still 2 wide receiver sets to the far side, and motion comes Brower. They're going to hand it. Jonason has it. Up the middle he goes, and he dives forward. He'll get enough, probably 4 on the play from Caden Jonason. And with that, another 1st down for the Bulldogs. Really like this opening series. We're a little confused why they took the opening kickoff, but Scott Carlson said in our little quick discussion, hey, you only take it if you had a little plan to go forward.
That's right, yeah. If you think you can put up some points quick, you want the ball. Dogs moving so far.
Jonason under center. In motion comes Tilford. They're going to hand it to Tilford. Bouncing into the outside. Has some daylight. He's at the 40-yard line. Another pickup of 11. That's Colton Tilford.
Big block by Hayden Brower here on the near side to us, Paxton, as, man, he opened up that last couple of yards for Tilford to get the 1st down.
Bulldogs really driving here in the opening series. Started at their own 14-yard line, making their way all the way up here to the 40 of the Islanders. In motion comes Brower. Going to hand it to Robley. Runs into his own man, but keeps the legs turning. And we'll say Robley got a solid gain of 1 on the play. Lost his footing a little bit to start it off, but able to recover and get just a solid yard. So now it's 2nd down and 9 with 8:40 left to go here in the 1st quarter. 1 wide receiver to the near side. That was going to be O'Brien. Hand off to Robley. Pitch it off to Tilford outside. Cuts back inside. He's at the 30. Has some daylight. Cuts it back inside. 20, and he's finally brought down. Colton Tilford. A big 19-yard run. And now we're in the red zone on the side of the Bulldogs at the Islanders' 20, maybe 19-yard line. Holy moly.
Yeah, that was a result of Jonason selling that run up the middle to Robley and then the quick pitch out to Tilford. A beautiful play by Jonason.
So 1st and 10 at the Islanders' 20-yard line in the red zone. Jonason under center. In motion comes Brower. They're going to keep it up the middle to Robley, keeping the legs turning. He's still going. And forward momentum probably brings him to maybe the 12-yard line. Another gain of 7.
Dogs moving the ball on the ground, but I tell you what, it's not easy. They're working hard for every run. You got to worry about getting tired, but so far it's working.
2 wide receivers set, single eye formation. Jonason going to hand it off and keep it to himself right into a defender on the side of the Islanders. Holy moly, blowing it up immediately on that side. Looks to be Jordan Einsinger or Eli Anson. I believe that one's going to be Jordan Einsinger. Just blew up that play from the get-go. So now it's going to be 3rd down and, let's say 3rd down and 8 following, getting back to the line of scrimmage. Still 2 wide receivers set, 1 to the near side, 1 to the far side. In motion comes Brower, hand it up, and going to pitch it to Tilford again, who cuts back inside. Can he get to the 1st down marker? It's going to be close. But maybe he just only got back to the line of scrimmage.
Short. Yeah, I think maybe he got a yard, but a great play there by number 35, Justice Hostetler. Hostetler for Grand Island, the 2nd man. 1st man missed the tackle, but Hostetler was there to pick it up.
Hostetler not getting juked out of the shoes like he did previously by Tilford. So now we get to a 2 wide receiver set again with Kincaid on the line, and out to the far side, Logan O'Brien. In motion comes Brower, and now we're going into almost a full eye, but Bulldogs going to reset the offense up. Jonason gets under center, gets ready to snap, 3rd and 1. Going to hand it to Robley, off the right side, has some daylight, he's inside the 10, he's going to roll his way to the 2-yard line. Brock Robley picking and rumbling his way forward. That's a solid gain of 8, and it's now 1st and goal at the 1-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Just another tough run by Robley, keeping the legs pumping, spinning, hanging on to the football. Most importantly, the Islanders are after that football.
Robley up the middle for a touchdown! Brock Robley with the 1-yard touchdown run for the Bulldogs. Now leading 6-0. And what was a beautiful drive that started off at their own 14-yard line. Brock Robley and the Bulldogs really bullying their way forward. Hey, and also big shout out to Colton Tilford on this drive as up here to kick. Luke Borges on the side of the Bulldogs, and holding going to be Trevor Chrisman. And it's going to get Doe. Oh no, what a botched attempt.
Can't advance it, but
Right, a little low snap that went through the hands of Chrisman, so that touchdown, which would have been, couldn't have up 7-0, keeping them at 6-0. Bulldogs striking first here in this game against the Grand Island Islanders. We'll step away, bring you more action here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, northflatpost.com.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials too. Call in and order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available too.
Whether you're a weekend warrior, youth, or professional athlete, the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team has you covered. The team includes orthopedic surgeons, athletic trainers, and other healthcare specialists who spend their time at local high school and college sporting events, ensuring that athletes stay as injury-free as possible. In the event of an injury, the team remains committed to returning athletes to competition as quickly and safely as possible.
Contact the Great Plains Health Sports Medicine Team by calling 308-568-7456.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs up 6-0 following the 1-yard TD run from Brock Robley, though missing the PAT. So the Bulldogs only up 6. That was a 86-yard drive to start this game off, and man, that decision to receive the kick was a good one on the side of the Bulldogs. High spiral kick over on the side to the Islanders. It's to be picked up around the 10-yard line. Wanting it forward seems to be Porter Dixon. Dixon gets her around maybe the 28-yard line on that run and have a man down on the field already. Oh, but he gets up pretty quickly, so looked like for a second there with the way he was holding his leg, I feared the worst for a broken leg, but
right, and then boom,
well, that's the beauty of youth here.
Zombie movie.
5:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 6-0. So out comes onto the field Grand Island Islanders, led by Cohen Evans, who only threw 159 yards last year and 2 touchdowns. It's in the shotgun formation to start. Out to the side with Jace Chrisman. Evans has a snap. Gonna roll with it. Looking. Gonna keep it himself up the middle. He's around the 35. Bullies his way forward and is tackled around the 40-yard line. That might be a gain of 10, enough for the first down. Cohen Evans, they're gonna say it was enough for the first down. Now at the 40-yard line of the Islanders. Evans, the big man himself. Really big backfield and a really big Islanders team all around on this offensive side. Evans gets the snap. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Could be for false start before the snap. Oh, we're going to have a neutral zone infraction, it looks like. Either that or encroachment, but with that, that's 5 yards, and now we'll set up a first down and 5 now at the 45-yard line. 9 penalties last week for the Bulldogs, totaling over 50 yards.
Yeah, it was weird because the penalties bit Papillion La Vista South early and they bit the Dogs late.
Evans going to hand it off to Crispin up the middle. He has some room. Across the halfway point, and he's around the 45-yard line. There's Jace Crispin for 15 yards. Their leading receiver and runner for this season. 25 carries, 129 yards, and 1 touchdown last year. Hurry up offense for the Islanders. 4 wide receivers set in the shot in the pistol. Crispin off the right side, stiff arms a man, keep going, down low tackle, and finally brought down. That tackle looked to be made on the side by Trevor Crispin.
Yeah, you called it though. What a stiff arm there by Christner as he just, or Chrisman, excuse me, as he just absolutely pushed the helmet off.
So 2nd down and 6. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. That would be Brandon Lang on the near side. Shotgun formation with Chrisman to the right of Evans. In motion comes Chrisman across the line, so we have a new runner in. The handoff up the middle. That one's going to be Richardson. Richardson had a little bit of daylight. He'll bully his way forward. Enough for a 1st down.
Kind of just matching what we saw out of the Bulldogs on their opening drive, content to just pound that ball forward, and so far North Platte unable to stop it.
6-0 game with the Bulldogs up over the Islanders with 4:25 left to go in the first quarter. Evans stepping back, looking to throw. He's going to check it down to Chrisman in the flat. He's at the 30-yard line, and he's going to get tackled down by a plethora of Bulldog defenders there. First on the scene for North Platte, Trevor Chrisman again. But another 1st down following the pass from Cohen Evans. Now we're going to be a pickup of 11 in his first completed pass of the day.
Yeah, Chrisman, Broman, both there. Good tackle. A big boy is Chrisman, as he had some steam built up.
Evan with the play fake, going to go to the right side of the line, and he'll get towards, I want to say, maybe the 12-yard line on a gain of 8. There's Cohen Evans, 8-yard run. And going to cut it back to maybe a 7. I don't know, it'll be 2nd down and 8. Or excuse me, 2nd and 2, and there is a timeout being called on the side of the Bulldogs. Kurt Altig not liking what he's seeing from his defense here early in this game, doing what the Islanders did on their defensive side in the hurry-up, not really getting anything going. And then with that, we'll also take a break. We come back, more action here from Bauer Field. Bulldogs leading 6-0 with 3:45 left to go here in the first quarter.
At Gary's Superfoods, discover grocery shopping as it should be. Personal and friendly. An unbeatable meat department and great weekly specials. Gary's Superfoods. Big city selection. Hometown service. Gary's Superfoods has 4 locations to better serve you on East 4th, the Westfield Shopping Center in North Platte, McCook, and Broken Bow.
We've got what you want. We've got what you need. Your satisfaction is guaranteed.
It's a stampede. Snorting bulls, piercing horns, and twisting bronco busting action. It's all charging into the Wild West Arena, September 16th and 17th, and you don't want to miss the ride. The Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. The best cowboys and cowgirls in the Great Plains, competing against the best stock the industry has to offer in 2 frenzied performances. Action begins at 7 p.m. each night. Tickets are $10 at the gate. It's the Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. Let's ride.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. We're currently at the 11-yard line of the Bulldogs with 3:45 left to go. It's 2nd down and 3. Cohen's going to hand it off up the middle. It's a new running back in, Justus Hostetler, and he's going to be brought down for a loss on the play. Kincaid was there to take him down. There's Caleb Kincaid making his presence known early in this ball game, and that's going to be, oh my, a loss of about 3 on the play. See who the running back was, Justus Hostetler. So now it's a 3rd and 5 following the 2-yard loss. Going to throw it, and it's in and out of the hands. That one seemed to be Brendan Lang. Actually, it was Caleb Richardson, and with that, here comes the field goal unit on the side of the Islanders. Hey, that timeout really putting into the beneficiary for the Bulldogs here, forcing a 3-and-out on this possession, and then all the way onto a field goal. Now onwards comes Hyder Maida, a kick. That's a boomer, and it's no good. Far to the right side. With that, the Bulldogs will now take over in great field position. Well, I wouldn't say great, but they get the ball back at their own, we're going to say, 17-yard line with 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Hey, Bulldogs up 6-0, looking to drive. We'll take a break. Actually, we'll keep it here. They're getting really hurried up to the line. Bulldogs really looking to get rocking and rolling.
Yeah, win for the Dogs there, though, as the Islanders were moving that ball on that possession, and, came away with a big goose egg on the board still. Good kick, though. Had the distance.
That was a good kick, just a bit wide. So now in motion comes Tilford. They're going to pitch it to him to the left side. He cuts upfield at the 25, at the 30, almost trucks through a man, but enough for the first down. So there's Colton Tilford again. That's going to be a solid gain of 15 for Tilford. He has yet to record a run under double digits in this ball game. A first down now at the 33-yard line in their own territory.
Yeah, Tilford running hard. He's talked about in the Nebraska Land Prep Report how he's a weapon and a key player for the Bulldogs. He's showing it tonight.
Robley off the right side. He has some room. He's at the 40, breaks one tackle. 50, cuts back upfield, tackled from behind. That one on the tackle. That's going to be Ryan Kostler, but Brock Robley with a big hole up the middle. A gain of, let's see here, I'm going to say about 17. That's a first down for the Bulldogs. They're now in Islander territory at the 49.
Robley hitting the hole in the middle, but then showing lateral movement, moving it out to the right side a little bit for the big gain. That's what we didn't see a lot last year. I think he was more of that straight up and down runner. I think he's a little more agile.
Jonason going to run it off to the, actually hand it off up the middle. Robley again breaking some tackles and squeaks his way forward. Gain of 9. It's going to be second down and 1. Now at the 35-yard line of the Islanders, Bulldogs really getting effective in the run game early. Talking about how we may want to see them open it up with some pass more, but the way they're just gashing up this Islanders defense, I don't think they need to really revert to the pass.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep it in the hip pocket, though.
Jonason hands off to Tilford. Tilford off the right side.
Face mask.
There could be a face mask, and there is a flag, a face mask coming in. It would have been a no gain on the play, but an Islanders defender reaching for the face mask, trying to bring down Tilford. So with that, an automatic first down and even more yards on the side of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was one of the dangerous ones where you saw the body stop suddenly and the neck turn. Good call.
So good call as out comes Trevor Chrisman as Caleb Kincaid will check in. So confirmation on the face mask. So with that, we'll now have a first down and even better field position for the Bulldogs. They're in this drive already. Really liking what I'm seeing from them early in this ball game. So first and 10 now at the 32-yard line. Jonason looking towards the sideline. Waiting to get the call. 16 seconds left on the play clock. Finally going to get it in. Jonason on the fourth play. Gets the motion. He hand off to Robley off the left side. He has some daylight. Robley cuts back upfield and is brought down after a probably good solid gain of 6 or 7.
Another strong run by Robley, keeping that center of gravity low, making it hard for the Islanders to tackle him.
Brock Robley up to 64 yards in this game. So here we go. Jonason under center. Going to hand it off to Robley. Keep it and pitch it to Tilford, I say. Off towards the right side. Tilford at the 20, trying to break some tackles, and will fall forward to around the 13. Another solid gain from Colton Tilford.
Another good sell by Jonason, though. Second time we've seen it, even sold you again. And then that nice pitch right on the money out to Tilford so that Tilford doesn't even have to break his stride. That ball's just hitting him right in the numbers. And he's keeping that momentum going. Nice play.
If you're juking out me, you definitely are juking out somebody on that field with that play fake. And it's been costly for the Islanders so far, unable to dissect if Jonason's going to get it. And that's the beauty of this triple option. If you can run it to perfection, it's so difficult for this defense, for the Islanders, to figure out who has the ball. They're going to pitch it once more to Tilford on the right side. Has some daylight, brought down. Had a good little hole, but was tackled from behind.
I'll tell you what, Jonason took a shot after he delivered that ball, man. It was a shot right to the chest, and he felt that one.
And now we have a timeout on the field. And that'll do it, though, here for the first quarter. Bulldogs driving on this series. They're currently leading 6-0 over the Islanders on this 7-play drive that's now put them down at around the 14-yard line. We come back, we'll give you that red zone coverage and that red zone play right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, northplattpost.com.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Ben works at Runza, and he loves his teammates.
We got Rockstar Rachel, Johnny J-Town, and T-Money Terry in the house!
What's your nickname, Ben?
They call me Best in the World.
Did you give yourself that?
Maybe.
Nickname or not, Runza makers stick together. Want to join the team? Apply today at runza.com/jobs or text Runza to 242424. Runza makes it all better.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. The 14-yard line. Well, we're actually saying the 9-yard line now for the Bulldogs. Second down and about 5. Jonasson under center. Robley in the backfield. Jonasson going to glance toward the sideline. Looking for the play call. He gets back under it. Here we go, single eye formation. In motion comes a man. They're going to hand it off to Robley, and he's going to get some more distance after he bounced around the guard. Wow, what looked like a dead play for Brock Robley off the right side. Able to bounce it back inside and get to the 2-yard line. A solid gain. We'll say about 8 on the play for Robley. It's now 1st and goal at the 3 of the Islanders.
Yeah, another just tough run by Brock Robley, just keeping those legs pumping and making the Islanders really have to work to get him down.
One of those things, again, that we talked about last week for the Bulldogs, tackling, and so far, Islanders unable to do so. Jonasson going to hand it up the middle to Robley into a sea of white. The Islanders this time were able to stop it, though Brock Robley might have gotten one on the play. It's currently 11:30 left to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs up 6-0. 2nd and goal. They're going to say he actually didn't even get a yard. He got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. So here again from the 3-yard line.
Maybe sell that run up the middle and go to the outside.
Tilford not in at the moment. It's O'Brien, Brower, Kincaid, and Robley. As well as Logan Miles. Going to pitch, actually up the middle goes Robley, still looking for a second effort. He lunged.
I don't think he got it.
He got extra close. Man, he got close. They actually might even do it at the half-yard line. Brock Robley, wow, they really did. That's a gain of about 2.5, and we're basically at the half-yard line.
Got to be able to get half a yard, right?
3rd and goal for the Bulldogs as Jonasson up the middle. Oh, that's a close one. They might not say he got that yard.
He got stood straight up. As soon as he hit that line of scrimmage, man, he just got stood up.
Good penetration from the inside of the Islanders. There was Eli Anson and Drew Hath. So no gain. 4th down and now 2. Jonasson under center. In motion. Hands it to Robley. Going to pitch it to Tilford again. It got me. And with that, a touchdown for the Bulldogs. I'm telling you,
called it.
This sell from Caden Jonasson and the Bulldogs have been immaculate. Confusing everybody in the stadium, but not confusing the scoreboard. It's now 12-0 here in the first half for the Bulldogs. A 2-yard touchdown run to Colton Tilford, who's having himself a game at the moment with the extra point in. Much better snap and hold. Kick is up. And it is good. It is now 13-0 here at Bauer Field. The North Platte High School Bulldogs currently leading Grand Island Islanders 13-0 with 9:55 left to go in the first half. We'll step away. We come back. We'll give you another Islanders possession and see how the Bulldogs defensively can rebound and maybe stop them here. FM 98.1 AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, northplattpost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find me, Brent Rogo, at 502 East Francis.
North Platte Post Sports.
So here comes side the Bulldogs kicking to be Borges, who'll be kicking back deep on the side of the Islanders. Going to be Jace Chrisman, as well as I think Porter Dickinson. Borges' kick is a nice one, drifting towards the end zone. It's going to be picked up exactly at the goal line, rushing towards the 20 now, cutting back inside, and tackled down. That's Reese McBride who got the return, and he's tackled at exactly the 20, maybe the 21, for this next Islanders possession. They looked like they were driving and were going to score last time, but Coach Altig taking a timeout. Crucial last two-down stop for the Bulldogs, then a missed field goal. And what happened last week? Bulldogs are able to capitalize on a Papio South mistake. This time, Bulldogs able to capitalize immaculately and get a touchdown, now leading 13-0.
Yeah, just playing their game of football, running that ball, depending on the guys they know can get it done, Robley and Tilford, and man, getting some great blocking both in the middle and on the outside.
Evans going to hand it out on over to Dickinson, who's trying to run it out to the right side. And after a good, solid game, that one's actually, Caleb Richardson.
Number 4, Richardson with the carry.
Richardson getting the carry.
32 Fox.
We're going to say it was a gain of 5, so now it's 2nd and 5 on the side. So now in a 2nd and 5 in the shotgun comes Cohen Evans. In motion comes Cole Thorne. Evans going to roll out to the left. He's going to hand it off, and there's going to be nowhere almost to go, but he cuts it back upfield. That one's Caleb Richardson again, and a flag on the play. That one looks to be going against the Bulldogs. What looked like a good read on them defensively on that end around. Now going to be negated by a penalty.
Great job by Richardson, though, making something out of nothing as the Bulldogs read that reverse like a book. Face mask,
that's killer. So what would have been a 3rd down now turns into a 1st and 10. At exactly, it looks like maybe the 31 of the Bulldogs, and it will be the 31-yard line of Islander territory. Oh, that's a tough break because they look like they were going to be rolling defensively, and that one's going to keep going and keep going and keep going now to the 46-yard line of Islander territory. 4 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Chrisman in that running back to the right side of Cohen Evans. Evans gets the snap, steps back, looking to throw, pump fake, deep down the sideline. He has an open man, and overthrows his wide receiver. That one intended on the play. Trying to find who it was. That was Kevin Ramos. Ramos in one-on-one coverage, but Evans just overthrowing Ramos.
Yeah, good coverage. I think it was Jackson Creel, as you called on the coverage there. And, man, Evans had a step on it, but he thought that ball was going to be short and actually came back to it. And Creel stuck with his assignment, and the ball, as you called, overthrown.
In motion comes Richardson. Evans going to check down for a screenplay. That one's Chrisman. Chrisman to the outside, breaks it. He's at the 40, 35, 30, 25, and finally tackled out of bounds. There on the stop for the Bulldogs. Looks to be Andrew Cummings.
And the second time we've seen him get Chrisman out in the flats there, and he's a big guy, Paxton. He gets that extra head of steam. The Bulldogs got to tackle him low, seeing some upper bodies. That's going to hurt him one of these times.
20-yard run on the play. That was Ryan Fox with the tackle for the Bulldogs. 3 wide receiver set. Evans going to run with it himself off to the left side. Running, and he'll be stumbled forward for a gain of 5. So there's Cohen Evans for 5 yards. I'm going to say gain of 4, actually.
Jackson Creel, a big tackle there for the Bulldogs. Great job getting down low.
Evans with the play fake, looking for a play action pass, checking it down to Ramos. Ramos going to be swarmed by a plethora of Bulldog defenders. They're immediately on the tackle, Eli Broman.
Yeah, Richardson of the Islanders actually blocked the wrong way and blocked Broman right into his running back. Otherwise, he might have busted that outside. Miscommunication by the Islanders.
Ramos with a loss of 3. It's now 3rd down and let's say 7. Cohen Evans in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver sets. And they're going to get it. Looks like a full start on the side of the Islanders. Bulldogs. It's all Bulldog momentum right now. On both sides of the ball, specifically here in the red zone for the Bulldogs, able to really batten down the hatches after giving up a couple big plays.
Right, yeah, we've seen it a couple times. Also, the Islanders helping them out a little bit with some mental mistakes. Both times we've seen them in the red zone.
Now we're seeing the difference of one game versus no games in terms of the penalties. It is now 7:46 left to go, 13-0 ball game for the Bulldogs. 4 wide receiver set. Right next to Evans is Hostetler. Excuse me, Crispin stepping back. Evans looking for the pass. Throwing it over the middle of the field. It's picked off by the Bulldogs. That one looks to be Fox. He's down at around the 19-yard line. Ryan Fox.
Woo! What a play, Ryan Fox, man. Jumped that coverage. He got up for it too, baby. Woo!
That was a terrible throw from Cohen Evans. Looked down his wide receiver the whole way into double coverage. Ryan Fox able to sniff it out. And with that, he will get the interception. A turnover. And the Bulldogs yet again taking over possession, this time at their 17-yard line.
I guarantee you Ryan somewhere in there is dedicating that one to his little brother Kyler, who's currently in the hospital at Madonna in Omaha after a car accident. Big play by Ryan Fox.
So now we're at the 19-yard line of the Bulldogs. Jonathan handing off to Robley off the right side, stumbling and will fall his way forward for a gain of 2. Costly interception for Cohen Evans in the red zone. Taken over now, the Bulldogs will looking to score on their 3rd straight possession. 2-yard gain on the play by Brock Robley. Now with 7:06 left to go.
I got an adrenaline rush like off of that one. I'm shaky over here, man.
Single eye formation, the pitch out to Tilford. He has some open daylight, cuts back upfield, and he'll get a solid gain of 4, making it at least 3rd down and manageable. We're going to say 3rd down and 4 following the 5-yard gain. Hurry up offense yet again for the Bulldogs, not allowing Grand Island to get any substitutions in, which is something that probably should have happened last week as well against Papillion La Vista South. Jonathan gonna pitch it. Tilford, right side, trying to bully his way forward. He spins down. He'll be a yard short. Tilford gonna be maybe a yard short. Now it's 4th down and 1 and an interesting discussion. What are you gonna do here, Coach Altig? Looks like they're gonna go for it.
You've been getting one all night long. Go for it.
So here we go. 4th down and 1 at their own 28-yard line. Jonasson under center. Tilford in motion. No. They're going to call a false start on the side of the Bulldogs as they were looking to see what the play was. And with that, here comes the punt unit. So unfortunately with that, 3 and out for this Bulldogs after that interception from Ryan Fox.
Could have been a case where Coach Altig, he's got timeouts to burn. He might have been trying to get him to jump there and backfired. And so now, following that, a punt coming on. Deep to return on the side of the Islanders. Wyatt Thompson, it looks like. Excuse me, not Wyatt Thompson. That one's going to be Cohen Evans. Nice kick.
Actually, towards the far side, Colton Marsh. Marsh fielded around the 35-yard line. And with that, and exactly 5:54 left to go here in the second quarter. We'll step away and take a break. We come back, more action here. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Quick
Start your day with gourmet coffee with Quick Stop's 100% Arabica house blend and Quick Stop's Seattle Buzz coffees. Quick Stop Rewards offering exclusive discounts and fuel rollbacks. Savings up to 15 cents per gallon with Sinclair Dino Pay using your debit or credit card. Quick Stop can refresh with Frazzle gourmet slushes and for real shakes and smoothies. Or customize your favorite fountain drink with flavor shots and everyday low prices on your favorite beers.
When severe weather threatens our area, you can rely on us to bring you the most up-to-date information about the storm on the air and online in high definition at northplatte.post.com. Severe weather updates from our staff every 15 minutes, and in the event of a tornado, we'll provide wall-to-wall coverage. We tell you exactly where the storm is and where it's heading. Our goal is to keep you safe. Powered by Lavander's Body Shop and Lavander's Tire and Service.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back here. Cohen Evans going to hand it up off the middle side. That's going to look like to be Jace Chrisman. Chrisman barreling his way forward for a solid game of 6. Excuse me, it's Hostetler. Will be the recipient of that run from Cohen Evans. So Hostetler getting a good solid gain of 6 for the side of the Islanders. Second and 4. Three-wide receiver set. In motion comes Richardson. Evans stepping back. Look at the pass. Down the middle is a wide open man, and it's overthrown. No flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
Tackled him. I'm telling you what, there was pressure coming from the right side of the Bulldogs. I'm trying to see a number. I believe.
Might have been Kincaid.
Yeah, I think it was Caleb Kincaid, and the Islander just tackled him from behind.
Caleb Kincaid, part of the Huskerland Prep Report's top 25 players in Class A. Him and Colton Tilford as well. Not seeing Brock Robley on there, but Brock Robley making a case this year and already through this game why he should be part of that list. But
take him way back.
A hold on the side of the Islanders. That's a big 10-yard loss for them. So what would have been 2nd and 3 now turns out to be 2nd down and 13 and maybe 2nd and 14 with 5:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading 13-0. So here comes the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 2 on the field, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. In motion comes Jace Chrisman. Richardson in the backfield. Evans stepping back, looking to pass, still looking. Has some pressure, will step up as a wide open lane to the left side. In some territory, and will tackle out of bounds around the 50-yard line. Another flag coming in.
Horse collar, got up high. That's what I was saying earlier, man. That was a case of chasing him down from behind, but these guys are big. Carl and I were talking about it when they were warming up. They're a big team. If you're going to get them high, you're going to force mistakes like that.
Cohen Evans with the
face mask they called. I don't know how.
14-yard run. They're going to call a face mask on the side of the Bulldogs.
I think maybe they just saw the heads turn and thought it was a face mask, but he was definitely up in that back collar.
Well, both will be big penalties either which way, so it's not like anything's going to happen in terms of
But I just like to be right.
Scott, you want to be an official down there?
No,
you want to take the microphone on the field with you and run around with it?
Been there, done that, many sports, and I'm over it.
At the Bulldogs 45, and there's a flag. That's going to be maybe
an
offsides call on the side of the Bulldogs. Nope, it's going to be a false start on the side of the Islanders.
Drawn off.
So back-to-back penalties on either side. That one going to back up the Islanders now to the 50-yard line. You know, both sides really been cleaning up. Well, the Bulldogs have cleaned up their penalties a little bit better in this game, but Grand Island doing what that Bulldogs and Papillion La Vista South did last week, committing a lot of penalties. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. Evans running to the left side of the designated run, and he'll be trucked down low. There's that tackle we've been looking for. There on the stop is going to be number 4, Jackson Creel, calling his name early and often in this ball game with 4:51 left to go.
And again, calling Jackson Creel's name for getting down low on those big guys. I tell you what, that's going to make the difference in a big run being busted or not.
2nd down and 13 following the Evans 3-yard run. In motion comes Crispin to the flat. Evans stepping back, looking to pass, still looking, good pressure, going to roll. He's going to lay it off, and that's a nice tackle. A big hit on the side. That one's going to be, I think, Jordan Yonkers. Actually, Eli Broman, with the tackle. A 2-yard gain on that pass from Cohen Evans. Underneath the flat to Ramos. So now, 3rd down and 11. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Evans in the shotgun, steps back, looking to pass, pump fakes. He's gonna go into the flat, and it's way out of bounds. And that's an incomplete pass. Another 3-down situation for the Bulldogs that they were able to capitalize on.
They're going for it. They got to go for it.
No,
they want points before halftime, and this may be the last.
No, they're bringing on the punt unit here. And an interesting call, maybe a fake attempt. I see Cohen Evans on the field right now.
He's going to step up into the shotgun.
Or you just throw it, because that's not their normal punter.
That's their quarterback.
Tilford back to return. Evans, a little squib kick and a pooch punt that's going to fall out of bounds at around 25, maybe 26-yard line for the Bulldogs as they now look to come on for the offensive set. 3:48 left to go here in quarter number 2 action.
Coach Tomlin, I think, leaving that option open. If he saw maybe an opportunity to throw it, he wanted to have that option, but the pooch punt comes
Pooch punt
instead.
coming in, so the Bulldogs now with control as they're looking to get ready. Jonathan under center. In motion comes Tilford. They're going to fake the pitch. Jonathan looking to pass down the
Double
middle.
coverage,
and he catches
Holy
it.
cow.
What a catch. Holy moly, Eli Broman, excuse me, that's Logan O'Brien, correction on the catch. That looked to be a little scary on the pass in the double coverage, but my oh my, Caden Jonathan threading the needle on his first pass of the day. Going to be a big pickup of 23. That one's going to Logan O'Brien, the first catch of the night for him and the Bulldogs.
Like when you see the center getting ready to put up the tray and you're like, no, nice shot, buddy.
At the 50-yard line now in motion. Going to hand off to Robley off the left side. Has nowhere really to go, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage on momentum.
Lose one, I think.
But they're going to say Robley lost one. That's the first loss of the night for the Bulldogs rushing-wise. With 3:28 left to go here in the first half. Bulldogs leading 13-0, looking to go into halftime, getting a score. Jonathan going to glance towards the sideline. Man, this game's really flying by fast at this point.
Two teams running the football.
One team, both sides running it effectively, just one better in the red zone in terms of getting points and the opportunities on turnovers. Jonathan in the single eye formation has Robley behind him. In motion comes Tilford. Quick handoff to Tilford off the right side. Cuts back upfield. He's going to try to spin his way forward. Yeah, we'll say maybe he got 5 on the way of Colton Tilford. Tilford really trying to
what's happening out there?
Getting something forward as Scott had to go
grab
take
all the cats back.
Gander. Third down and now 7 at the 48-yard line. Scott over here going to have a
think of all kinds of never mind.
Scott Carlson getting ready to rock and roll. Jump out of the stadium and jump down and get him. So here comes a 3rd and 7.
No.
Going to pitch out to Tilford. Tilford has some daylight and the first down.
Yes.
That'll get our attention out there. Colton Tilford getting a crucial run for the Bulldogs. A solid gain of 13. And with that, first down, North Platte High into Islander territory. We're going to say at the 32-yard line at the 2-minute warning. Well, 2 minutes left to go here in the half. Wrong profession level. I'm getting prepared for this weekend. Hey, college football returns tomorrow.
Right,
Nebraska taking on Northwestern. Jonathan with the pass, rolling towards the left side. Had nowhere to go, and he is brought down on the play. That's a big loss.
Huge.
On the side by Caden Jonathan. And, man, we're talking a massive loss of 6 on the play. Jonathan was looking downfield, decided to run with it, but both Islanders defenders getting off their wide receiver and tracking him down. Now 2nd down and 17. Oh boy, that's a real momentum breaker with 1:20 here to go in the half. Going to pitch to Tilford. Tilford has some daylight on the right side, trying to bounce around the corner. Gets towards the 35, tackled from behind. Well, I say that was a real big momentum shifter. And then Colton Tilford comes back and gets a heap and chunk out of it. maybe 10 yards.
2 mark on tackle.
So it's going to be a 10-yard pickup for Colton Tilford. And now it was a 3rd and long, a 3rd and manageable at the 3rd and 7.
That'll bring up a 3rd down, 6 yards to go.
Jonasson into a single eye formation and a pitch play, but there's a false start going to come on the side of the Bulldogs. Not the time you want to be seeing that penalty with 45 seconds left to go. 37 now left to go here in the first half. In the blink of an eye, it changes at the drop of a hat.
This is crazy.
So what was going to be a 3rd and manageable now turns into a 3rd and 11 following the false start. Needs some Houdini magic here to continue this drive for the Bulldogs. Definitely 4-down territory, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Jonasson in the single eye formation. Kincaid to the near side in the wide receiver slot. Gonna fake it. Jonasson stepping back, looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, has some daylight, gonna cut back upfield and tackled and spun from behind. He'll get to the 35-yard line in their own territory. Jonasson, gonna say with the pickup of maybe 4, making it 4th down and 7. They are gonna go for it. 9 seconds now left to go, and I don't think they're gonna get it in time. So waiting to see, and nope, that is what is going to do it here for the first half. Bulldogs currently at the moment leading 13-0. Strong start to this first half. Left a couple of points on the board in their last 2 offensive possessions, but really off to a flying start in this ball game. 13-0. They will not receive the second half kickoff. That'll go towards Grand Island. But overall, you have to be pretty impressed with what you saw, not only from this Bulldogs offense, but specifically Colton Tilford.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's always good when you can play your game and play it successfully. You're not forced into uncomfortable situations. The Dogs, never really had to do anything drastic. They never had their backs against the wall. They were able to use, their 2 main guys, Colton Tilford and Brock Robley, and just pound the ball. Grand Island, you could tell, was ready for that run, but the runners just running tough. Now the concern has to be how much energy did they expend in that first half running that hard, because both Robley and Tilford ran hard the entire
and in that hurry-up offense. That's the real difference maker. Last week, Bulldogs not going in the hurry-up. This week, going in the hurry-up. We'll step aside and we'll come back with our Quick Stop halftime show right here at FM 98.1 AM 1410 live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
And Grease Monkey and
We didn't start the fire. Piano Man, My Life, Only the Good Die Young, Air, and Just the Way You Are. Tonight, the band is proud to perform their opener for you. Organization is proud to present, for your enjoyment, drum majors Bennett Magnuson, Jason Smith, and the North Platte Bulldog Marching Band. Drum majors, take it away.
Swift Auto Center.
Go Dogs from Swift Auto Center of North Platte as you listen on KWOQ North Platte 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome in, everybody, to our Quick Stop halftime show. Bring up our game stats provided by Clear Eye Focus Care. Clear Focus Eye Care, specializing in preventative eye care, dry eye treatment, and vision therapy. Schedule your appointment today, as well as our halftime stats provided by 308 Upfitters and Line X. 308 Upfitters and Line X of North Platte, offering spray and bed liners and a full line of accessories, floor mats, mud flaps, coolers, and more. Hey, those Bulldogs got off to a hot start in this game. Oh, thank you. As they started off, they elected to receive. They won the toss and elected to receive. Scott Carlson and myself a little perplexed because normally you start into defer just so you can get that second half kickoff, but Bulldogs were able to execute immediately out of the gate. 86-yard drive, resulting in a 1-yard TD run by Brock Robley. Missed the PAT, went up 6-0. Then, basically the same thing happened on the other side. On the side of the Islanders, started at their 20-yard line, drove basically 60 yards, missed a field goal. It was a pretty scary situation for the Bulldogs because their defense looked like they just couldn't stop anything that was coming on the side of the Islanders through Jace Chrisman as well as Cohen Evans on the ground.
Yeah.
And a big timeout by head coach Kurt Altig, to really calm them down. And from that point on, the defense really has been pitching a shutout. Then the Bulldogs got it right back. A 10-play drive starting at their own 17-yard line, 83-yard drive. Capping off with the 2-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run with the 2-point conversion good. Put them up 13-0. Then Cohen Evans having a costly pick deep in their red zone. An interception to Ryan Falk to the 17-yard line. Hey, it looked like Bulldogs were going to be able to get it back. Fortunately, couldn't do anything with that. They wanted a 3-and-out and punt it. Then on the same side, also had a 3-and-out immediately on the side of the Islanders to punt. Bulldogs had an opportunity to score, but couldn't really get anything rolling, and that is how we come into halftime here. It is 13-0 North Platte Bulldogs all over Grand Island Islanders. We'll take a break. We can come back. More of the Quick Stop halftime show with me, Paxton Gordon, and Scott Carlson, right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, northplattepost.com.
Finding your story starts at a place where possibilities align with potential, where adventures lead to accomplishments, where opportunities connect to engagement, and accessibility meets affordability. With 8 graduate programs, 49 undergraduate programs, and thousands of friends, Chadron State College has everything you need to find your story. Get started at csc.edu.
Let your friends at the UPS store help you out. You name it, the UPS store can handle it. It's a full printing store with custom printing, laminating, and personalized calendars. And the UPS store helps make document destruction easy. When it comes to office supplies, printing, packaging, shipping, incoming mail, and shredding, it's all in one place. Come see Melissa and her crew and let them handle it all for you. South of Walmart in North Platte.
How would you like to get a warranty on a used car, truck, or SUV? When you purchase a qualified pre-owned vehicle at Premier Toyota in North Platte, it comes with a 6-month or 6,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. 6 months or 6,000 miles, whichever comes first. That is totally awesome when you are buying a pre-owned vehicle. Stop out and talk to the friendly staff at Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 today. Take a test drive and get a warranty on qualified pre-owned vehicles. Let's go places.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. First home game of the season for the Bulldogs, and you gotta be kidding me, they're leading 13-0. It's been quite a game so far.
I'm not kidding you.
You're not kidding. Scott Carlson is a realist over here.
I'm on the scoreboard tonight, and I'm right. Okay?
Hey, he's also right on the time, so give him a round of applause. Second game, he's got it killing it. But
it's a lot.
Before we get into our halftime stats provided by 308 Uplifters and Linex, let's go to the other side of North Platte. Well, not the other side. They're on. Well, actually, no, it is the other side. They're at home as they are taking on Cambridge. North Platte St. Pat's currently with a 35-0 lead. You would think it'd be at halftime, right, Scott Carlson?
Yes, you would.
That's actually the end of the first
But
quarter.
I'm not joking.
You're not joking.
It's
The realist in the building. End of first quarter, St. Pat's over Cambridge, 35-0. They were predicted to be the clear favorites in their division moving down this year.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it should be a good season for the Irish.
Should be. And so far for the Bulldogs, hey, off to a strong start in this game, leading 13-0. Pull up our stats on the side. Brock Robley leading the way with 75. Actually, Colton Tilford, get this, 113 yards on the ground through his game so far. 75 for Brock Robley. And then for Caden Jonason, who we haven't really seen as much, only 4 total yards running, but had that huge 23-yard completion as only throw of the night. And so far, Bulldogs offense has been humming to start the game. End of the second quarter, towards that last 5 minutes, seemed to really hit a stopping point, specifically when it comes to running the ball up the middle. Those easy runs that Brock Robley was kind of getting in that first quarter really starting to dissipate. But the difference in this game compared to last game against Papio South, that outside run has been established early.
Yeah, been a direct result of some great play action by Jonason, man. He's been faking Paxton out of his jock strap up here on it. So that's what's done it, and it's allowed, Tilford to get outside. Also, obviously, if you're running the ball successfully outside, that means your guys on the outside are blocking, and we've seen that from the Bulldogs too. The last 2 seasons, I think we've really seen big improvement in the outside blocking for the Bulldogs. Last year, it was exceptional. You had Jonas and some of those guys out there that would just totally sacrifice their body, and I think we're seeing that trend continue. It's important when you're a running team that your guys on the outside can block upfield.
Yeah, and then with that, they got that 13-0 lead, but again, the same thing you were kind of commenting on during the commercial breaks and the end of the second quarter was, can they keep that energy up? We saw last week coming out of halftime, a little sluggish, very slow, not really having that same fire that they got in the start of the game, and it really cost them against Papio South, because if they were able to come out on all cylinders, that game might have been much closer and maybe even ended in a Bulldogs victory. Unfortunately, Papio South was able to come out stronger in the half, and they took that victory over the Bulldogs.
And let's be real, it was humid.
That is also true. Really had one cramp, though.
I had 2. Just standing up here, up in the press box, I was sweating like a stuck pig during our pregame. So it was, that takes a toll on you when we're not used to that humidity, and Papillion, obviously, right there in that Missouri River Valley, they're used to that hellacious humidity. So you got to believe that played a factor. But playing nearly in your entire starting offense on starting defense, man, tell you what, that's when the cardio, that conditioning, those 2-a-days, you see how well they paid off.
So we'll have to see when we get into the second half. We come back and give our last little touch-up notes here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
Not sure where to find your students' grades? How about events or news about your student's school? Well, at North Platte Public Schools, we have an app for that. Downloading the app is free and easy. Simply visit your app store and search for North Platte School District. Once it's downloaded, you can adjust the settings to meet your needs. Next time you need to know what's on the lunch menu or review the school announcements, remember, we have an app for that. We are NPPS. Come grow with us.
Whoo, boy, the summer is flying by at Larry's RV in North Platte. Stop by if you're looking for a new RV or needing parts and accessories. New Bullet travel trailers are arriving, and Rockwell travel trailers and fifth wheels coming soon. A new 2022 Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel is here. A very spacious living room and an island kitchen that has a wine refrigerator. A large bedroom slide extends into the bathroom, and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Tour the new Milestone 326 RL fifth wheel at Larry's RV in North Platte today. Easy financing also available with approved credit.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. First home game of the season for the Bulldogs as Grand Island waltzes their way back onto the field, as well as North Platte High School Bulldogs, currently leading 13-0 here. That was our quick stop halftime show. Hey, I also want a big shout out to our premier sponsors here for today. Another round and River's Edge Golf Course. After your golf game, swing into another round for some amazing food and drinks. Now offering Cody Keno. Hey, would you look at that on that side? Also, thank you, Dave's Place Pizza. Dave's Place Pizza and Wings and more at 1510 East 4th Street. Meet your friends or bring the family and enjoy pizza on the month. Daily specials, wings, and more at Dave's Place. Sandhill State Bank as well. The most committed brand in banking and locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, Juanita, Bassett, Valentine, Harrison, Alliance, Arthur, and Haines. Go to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services. And you're laughing back. It's Hyannis?
Hyannis.
Well, the Kansas
Did you
boy.
say
And
Haines?
I said Haines.
Haines is going to probe your anus in about a month.
So, of course, the Kansas and Coloradan coming out here messing it up. For a full list of services and locations, go to sandhillstatebank.com. Also, thank you to CT Computer Services. CT Computer Services of North Platte, your IT guy, and Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota, just south of I-80 in North Platte, invites you to stop out and take a test drive of all the vehicles in their shop. Scott, we're getting close to the start here of the second half. What are some of the keys that you have written down for this second half? We're going to lock our sponsor in here as well. Al's Lock and Save. What are your Al's Lock and Save keys here in the second half, specifically for the Bulldogs to not only continue this momentum, but continue into a victory to get back to 500?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think the trenches become even more vital. Maybe you haven't even heard me say it yet, but the games are won and lost in the trenches. I think I said it last. I had to have, man. But anyway, I think it becomes even more important. We talked about it. Tilford, Robley, your two marquee backs, both worked really hard in that first half. Yeah, they had success on the ground, but they weren't easy runs. They weren't hitting Mack truck lanes the whole time. So I think it becomes even more important for your big boys up front to find that second wind and open up those holes for your running backs.
It's going to be interesting to see. I'm kind of interested to see how much defensively they can do to really stop Cohen Evans and his outside runs. That was kind of the only black mark I've seen all day on the side of this defense for the Bulldogs. Really strong up front, but what are they going to do when Cohen Evans takes off unannounced on just a normal play? Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Again, we talked about cardio. What can they do? We saw last week the kind of struggle coming out of the gate. I'm looking for them to continue the fire that we saw to start the first half. See if they can do that here in the start of the second half. We'll take our last quick break. We come back. It is second half coverage right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410. You can always find us live streaming, northplattepost.com.
Thanks for listening to the Quick Stop Halftime Show. Second half action is next on FM 98.1.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7 and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome into the second half here, just about to get underway. Bulldogs kicking it off. Deep to return, going to be Jace Chrisman as well as Porter Dickinson for the Islanders to start the second half. They trail 13-0. So that one's going to be received on the far side. That one going to be picked up by Colton Marsh. He's going to run his way to the 20-yard line. And then here on the side, so Marsh returned it out to the 29-yard line of the Islanders. Had a quick little technical malfunction. I got him. I fixed him up there. For the first Grand Island possession here in the second half, Cohen Evans will take the field to the right of him, being Caleb Richardson. Three wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Evans going to hand it off to Richardson. Up the middle, has a hole. Bursting forward at the 40-yard line. He tackled around the 41. Big burst of speed coming in from Caleb Richardson. That's going to be a good gain of 11 for him and the good start here on the offense.
All right, I'm back. Gosh, technology.
Good start offensively here to start this drive for the Islanders. That next drive coming in, a run from Jace Chrisman up the middle for a solid gain of about 4 for him. So now it's 2nd down and 4, or 6, excuse me, from the 44-yard line of the Islanders. Pistol formation, still 3 wide receivers set. In motion comes Chrisman. Evans gets the snap. Hands off to Richardson, off the right side, has a hold. There's a flag on the play. Good open field tackle. That's coming in on the side of Jaden Dowsey. Big tackle, but there is a penalty on the field. Looks like it might be a holding call on the side of the Islanders on the near side. Wait to see what the call is coming in from the official. Oh, we got a chop block, illegal block coming in on the side of the Islanders.
That's a big one.
It's one of those cutback blocks that's kind of been scared. You saw it. You saw it on the side of the Giants game in their preseason game when Kayvon Thibodeau.
Sure.
Take your word for took down at the knees.
It's Thib, not Tib?
Yeah, it's Thibodeau, yes.
I wonder how they decide.
I don't know how you decide that as well.
Because most are Tib.
That is true. You got...
just like most are Dowsey, but this one's Douse.
Douse, really?
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
No, it's weird.
Learning new things every day.
That's true, man. Hey, that's what I'm here for. The old man, the dinosaur.
You are the Gandalf.
Archives before these kids were born.
And I was born almost with them here on this time. So with that massive penalty, it's going to take them back really far. We're talking 2nd down and basically 20 at this point. Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike penalty. That's going to move them all the way back to the 29-yard line in their field. 4 wide receivers set.
Goodness.
In motion comes Chrisman to the flat. Evans, an unseen blocker, but he's going to get it off and dropped. That intended receiver, Cole Thorne. But holy guacamole, Batman. Caleb Kincaid came unblocked off the far side and laid the hammer down on Cohen Evans for the incomplete pass.
Big pressure. Yeah, Owens just got lucky and found Cole Thorne standing there alone in the middle, almost completed it to him. But you're right, Kincaid putting the big pressure on.
3rd and 22 with 10:57 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Evans towards the middle of the field, wide open to Thorne this time. Man. He's at the 40-yard line. Burst of speed, 30. Stiff arms the man and falls down at around the 25-yard line. Oh, my heavens. Wow. A 39-yard pickup on the side
Yeah, and we were talking at halftime. I think Grand Island maybe saw some vulnerability in that pass defense. We saw the receivers a couple different times with a step or two on the defensive backs. Might see some more air ball.
Big 39-yard pickup on the side by Thorne, his first of the game, and now we are inside Bulldogs territory. A run up the middle coming in on the side of Richardson, a gain of 5. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 at the Bulldogs, exactly 20-yard line. We'll say 21, 22. Still 4 wide receivers set, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Richardson in at running back. Evans in the shotgun once again. Steps back. Fakes it. He's going to give it up to Chrisman, who barrels his way forward. Jace Chrisman might have gotten the first down, and we're going to say it's mighty close. Woo!
Yeah, it's
4-yard pickup for Chrisman, and now it's 3rd and 1.
But there you saw it. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue jerseys met Chrisman at the line of scrimmage. Every one of them was up on his upper body, and he got about 3 yards after first contact.
So here we go. Now 3 wide receivers set. 2 running backs in on the side of Grand Island. Evans in the shotgun. Gets the snap. Going to hand it off to Chrisman. Up the middle, he has a hole enough for the first down. Breaks the tackle, and he'll waltz his way into the end zone. They are on a 17-yard touchdown run from Jace Chrisman, and now this ball game is getting a little closer now. It's 1 possession, a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs following the extra point on that 17-yard touchdown run from Jace Chrisman. Pending the extra point, it could be down to 6, this Bulldog lead. Defensively, letting one break down towards the outside. Onwards comes Maida to kick. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. Good. So with that run, it is now, here we go, 13-7. Bulldogs leading by 6. We'll take a quick little break. We come back. It's the Bulldogs' first offensive possession out of the half. Right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Express AVL is your headquarters to make your sound system go from good to great. Express AVL has your mobile audio via solutions for your car, truck, boat, RV, and even your motorcycle. Need a backup camera or rear seat entertainment? Express AVL has you covered. Expert installation with top-of-the-line systems. Stop in today and check out all of their products to enhance your listening experience. Express AVL, 1108 Rodeo Road, North Platte. Express AVL, living loud.
At Grease Monkey in North Platte, they strive to make your experience enjoyable and your service quick. They perform a 16-point inspection with each full-service oil change, and they vacuum your interior and wash your exterior windows. Grease Monkey is your one-stop shop for all oil changes and more. They value your time. Their service technicians are trained to ensure they get the job done right the first time. Come check them out at 321 South Jeffers Street and see how well their family-run business services your vehicle.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. First home game of the season for the Bulldogs. They're still leading 13-7 now following the 17-yard touchdown run by Jace Chrisman. Maida's kick is a short one. It's going to be fair caught around the 20. That one seemed to be recovered by Alonzo Torres on punt coverage, kickoff coverage. So now here comes the real true tried and test. Can the Bulldogs bounce back on this offensive drive, start off hot, and really capitalize and answer the score coming in on the side of the Islanders? And that's really going to be, I think, a make or break in this game already. If the Islanders are able to take this lead, we're starting to really get a little scary. But if the Bulldogs can bounce back and get a score of their own, things are looking comfortable.
A lot of confidence, too, with a drive like that, because it was really a pretty easy drive for them.
It was not a lot of resistance as Robley up the middle for his first carry of the second half. Brock Robley going to get, we'll say 4 to make it 2nd and 6. They'll gain a 3, so it's actually going to be 2nd and 7. 8:58
I said
left
8,
to go.
you said 6. We'll go 7.
We'll split it down the middle. So 13-7 with 8:52 left. Bulldogs still up top. Jonason under center. In motion comes Tilford. Going to hand it off to Jonason up the middle himself. Going to keep the legs turning and then pushed back. Maybe gain of 1 or 2. They're going to motion it to 2. So Jonason for 2. And with that, 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, but again, Jonason taking a big shot right at the line of scrimmage, Paxton. A few of those we've seen him take tonight as that one drove him back about 4 yards.
So 3rd down and 4. Bulldogs looking to not go with a 3 and out here after starting at their own 21-yard line. Jonason under center. In motion, going to hand it and keep it. Pitched out to Tilford on the near side. He's going to bounce it toward the outside. Has some room, 30. Stops, cuts back upfield to the 35 and pushed out around the 37, maybe 38. That's enough for the first down. Another key play from Colton Tilford. Tilford picking up, we'll say maybe, trying to see here, maybe 12 on that run. And it's a Bulldog first down, saving grace for the Bulldogs on that drive.
Yeah, Tilford just has had great awareness tonight. He's really done a great job of seeing where he has a lane and getting those extra 3-4 yards at the end of runs. Good stuff.
2 wide receivers set to the far side. In motion comes Tilford. Robley going to get it up the middle for absolutely nothing. They may even say he loses a yard. They are going to say Robley loses 1 yard. And this is where it gets kind of scary again for the triple option. You get a lot of success on the outside, but when you get struggling to get it on the inside run, troubles start to emerge for this team.
That's what we saw last week. Papillion La Vista South shut down that middle run a lot in the second half and kind of made the Dogs get uncomfortable a little bit, do some things that aren't really their norm. Don't want to see that happen. Got to keep playing your game of football, hopefully. Here.
2 wide receivers set in a strong I formation for the Bulldogs. This is their first look in a while. We've seen this one. Up the middle goes Tilford. He's going to maybe get 2 on the play. Colton Tilford, we'll say, got, more than 2. We'll say 3. Oh, we're going to give him even more. 4 yards on the carry for Colton Tilford. So now it's 3rd down and 7. Well, 3rd and 8 was what they say. So here we go. 2 wide receivers set again. Single I formation. Jonason in under center with Robley right behind him. 6:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 13-7 lead for the Bulldogs. They're going to fake it. Jonason step back, little pass. Throwing it down the sideline to double coverage. And a flag on the play for pass interference.
Ooh, boy, I don't know if that was catchable, but definitely was contact.
There was a lot of jostling for position on the far side of the field, but pass interference is going to be called, I believe.
2 flags on that one.
On that one's going to be Riley Plummer called for, but yeah, you're right. 2 flags are down. Hopefully they're both for pass interference. So we wait to see. Had another huge break for the Bulldogs if that one comes into fruition, because they were looking for a 3 and out pretty quickly on this drive, but able to keep it going. And with that penalty, they're going to cross the 50-yard line, waltz their way into Grand Island territory at around the 44 following that penalty. 1st down and 10 now for the Bulldogs at the Islanders' 44. Jonason gets the call from the sideline. Tilford now into the strong I formation in front of or behind Robley. Jonason going to keep it on the keeper himself. Cuts upfield. Almost tried to break a tackle, but a strong low body tackle from Justice Hostetler. So with that, Caden Jonason maybe getting 2 on the play. He will get 2 on the play, and with that, 2nd down and 8. One of those bootlegs that we thought was going to come in, but instead of throwing it, kept it for himself. Got 2, but Hostetler with a good lower body tackle.
It was. Great tackle by Hostetler.
So now it's 2nd and 8. Single I formation. Brower in motion, but he's going to run back to his tight end position. Still in the single I with Jonason under center.
5 on the play clock.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Jonason fumbled it. He's not going to be able to get it. Oh, did he get it though? No, he will be able to pick it up. Well, that's what happens when you get close into the
panic.
Yeah, you get kind of panicked, and because of that panic, Jonason dropping the ball.
Yeah, but just a bad exchange there. It looked to me like Jonason maybe pulled up a little bit early. That was just enough to make that center to quarterback exchange a little bit sloppy.
So what would have been maybe 3rd down and 7 now turns into 3rd and 11 following that sack or the fumble that led into the tackle. Jonasson under center. In motion comes Brower. Robley going to get it pitched on over to Tilford. Tilford at the 40. He's going to get enough for the first down at the 30. Oh, and a flag on the play.
I think there's a hold, unfortunately. But, yeah, again, Paxton biting on the play action. I'm telling you, Jonasson has it down. He's putting it all the way in Robley's gut and then pulling it out. If you're not watching on the video stream, you should be, NorthPlattePost.com. But if you're not, he's doing a great job of sticking that ball all the way in Robley's gut. So it's almost certain that it's going up the middle. And the next thing you know, he's pitching it out to Tilford. He's
what a big pickup, but that's a big costly penalty. And that's when it comes down to when you're running the ball and they run right past you as a lineman or a blocker. You got to let go. You got to let go because they're told to get underneath the pads to hold on to them. But when they start to turn around and start to make that motion to turn upfield, you have to let go of them. Because of that, what would have been a 1st down and 10 now turns into a 3rd down and 15 or 16 with 4:46 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jonasson getting the play call. This one's going to be a tough one to get all the way. Jonasson looks in his playbook, gets under center, takes the snap, going to keep it, pitch it to Tilford once more. Tilford jukes one tackler, stumbles forward as a plethora of players fall right on top of him. But Tilford maybe got a good gain of 7 to make it 4th down and 9. And with that, the punt unit will most certainly be coming on at this point. So here comes that punt unit.
Boy, that penalty was big, and I think also the poor exchange from center to Jonasson, that was big too. That really killed any momentum you had going.
Really did. Is now on to punt. On to punt. Bulldogs unit with Caleb Marsh deep to return for the Islanders as they trail 13-7. That's a high snap, but good punt coming in, drifting towards the out-of-bounds mark. We're going to say they're going to place that at the, they're still walking, still walking. Holy, still walking. 28-yard line now to start here on the side of the Islanders. So with that, we'll take a break. We come back, more action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, as always, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
McDonald's in North Platte is hiring at both locations. Starting pay is $15 for the crew and $18 an hour for shift managers. All shifts are available. Flexible hours, paid time off, and additional benefits are available, including keeping up with rising prices. You would receive a raise 4 times a year. Hiring for all shifts at both locations in North Platte.
Post Sports.
Welcome back as a quick pass out to the flat. That's going to be picked up on the side of Ryan Kostler, and Kostler making his way upfield. He'll probably get enough for the first down for Grand Island. That's picked up on the side by Ryan Kostler. So it's now 1st and 10 for the Islanders following that nice 13-yard pickup. At their 38, that's a handoff to Richardson. Richardson up the middle, has a hole, spins out of one tackle. We'll get to the 50 and a first down. Do I see a late flag coming on the far side?
I think there's some yellow shoes out there on 65.
But it's a first down again following the run from Caleb Richardson. That's a good 11-yard pickup and enough for the first down. Islanders really moving here in the second half.
Richardson lowered his helmet on that first contact and just lit up that Bulldog. I couldn't see who it was.
Chrisman has it, bounces to the outside. He has the distance at the 40. That's going to go. Looks like all the way. 20, 15, 10, 5, and in for the touchdown. That there, a big run on the side of the Islanders to get that touchdown.
And I said it at halftime. They were having success working it to the outside, working Chrisman into the flats, and there you go. That Bulldog defense just not able to get over there and deal with that speed of Chrisman.
That's a big 46-yard TD run from Jace Chrisman. And with that, the Islanders will pick up the lead here. At the moment, they're tied 13-13, but the extra point, which is up and good, makes it 13-14 Islanders now up top following that massive Jace Chrisman 47-yard TD run. Oh, man. We're talking about they need to come out of the half on a high note, but so far, Islanders, the team that come out with their own fire, they now take the lead 14-13 with 2:39 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll step away and we come back. More action here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, NorthPlattePost.com.
We all try to prepare for life's what-ifs, but what happens if those uncertainties become a reality? I'm Stephen Rhodes, and as your local farmer's insurance agent, I'm here for you. I can help you determine the coverage that fits your needs. When you have questions about insurance, turn to me, Stephen Rhodes, with Farmers Insurance. I'm proud to sponsor tonight's game. Go Bulldogs! Find me, Stephen Rhodes, at 102 North Dewey.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
This is Tammy Timmerman-Lashley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. The seller's market has never been stronger than it is right now. Homes are selling quickly and at a premium. If you're thinking about selling your home, please give me a call and let me explain how we will provide the best exposure for your property. Lashley Land has spent over $325,000 in marketing last year alone, with the most progressive marketing out of any other brokerage. Call me to let me explain how we can do things differently at Lashley Land.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Grand Island taking the lead over North Platte. 14-13, a little squib kick or short kick coming in, picked up on the side of the Bulldogs at their 25-yard line. Thank you to our premier sponsors for today. Another Round and River's Edge Golf Course. Good times, great food, drinks and sports. Another Round Sports Bar at the River's Edge Golf Course. Come have fun at Another Round with them. So here we go. We're going to pick it up. Bulldogs now at their 25-yard line, looking to get their momentum back in their side after giving up that touchdown run to the Islanders. Talking with Scott Carlson, looking like they come out of half a little tired again. But I say that, the pitch out to Tilford. Oh, has some daylight. He's at the 30, cuts upfield, trucks through a man, and will fall down at the 40-yard line. Good 15-yard pickup from Colton Tilford, who's really been the star of this game so far for the Bulldogs, up to 151 total rushing yards, 236 total for North Platte.
Yeah, got a good block on the outside from Wyatt Thompson. Did a great job of containment blocking, allowed Tilford to get a few more.
So here we go, 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Jonasson looking towards the sideline to get the sign. They'll get into that single eye with two wide receivers to the far side, Kincaid and Logan O'Brien. Hand off to Robley. Off the left side. Has some daylight. The 40. 50. Trucks through a man into Islanders territory. At the 47. Another pickup of 16. That's Brock Robley running off to the same right side of the line. And he had some daylight. Trucks through a defender.
Huge hole. Yeah, you mentioned a huge hole opened up on the right side of the line there. Just an excellent job of blocking. And when you got a back like Robley that knows how to hit those holes, that's what happens, baby. First down.
Two plays, and they're already into Islander territory at the 49. Motion comes Brower. They're going to keep it to Jonasson. He has some daylight now at the 40. Here we go. 30. Cuts upfield. 25, 20. And he'll get tackled out of bounds at around the 19-yard line. But they're going to say it was fumbled by Jonasson.
What?
Wait a second.
Wait. No way.
It looks like as Jonasson was going to the ground, the ball came out. Oh, and it is going to be a turnover, a fumble from Caden Jonasson.
Oh, yeah, I saw the defensive back for Grand Island ripping at the ball, but it looked like Jonasson was down before it came out to me.
Oh, man, what was looking like a great series for the Bulldogs. Another self-inflicted wound, and now Islanders ball at their own 20-yard line. Cohen Evans into a three-wide receiver set with Richardson beside him. Gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Richardson. Richardson up the middle. Jukes through a tackle and will get tackled at around, I'll say, the 26-yard line after the gain of 6. That is just heartbreaking here for the Bulldogs.
It was a big momentum play by Jonasson. The big run. Good things happening. And it's always that last screw that won't go in. Man, right at the end, it just popped out.
So now here we go again. 3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. Cohen Evans going to hand it off to Richardson, but a good tackle from behind on the Bulldogs. Caleb Kincaid with the tackle. And with that, what would have been maybe a bigger gain turns into only he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of nothing. So now checking in for side of the Islanders going to be Ian Cauty. Running back right next to Evans. Still in this 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Evans in the shotgun. Huge 3rd down and 4 with 45 in the 3rd. Evans rolling. He's going to run it up the middle. And his forward progress will get him enough for the first down. A 4-yard run from Cohen Evans. Enough for the first. Again, that big body man stumbling and bumbling his way forward for that first down.
Yeah, looks like the Dogs had a chance to stand him up there just short, but you're right, that big momentum carrying him forward is what did it.
So now first down with 35 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cohen Evans in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. They're going to hand it off to Hofstadter up the middle. And with that, Hofstadter going to maybe get a good solid gain of 4, maybe even 5. They're going to say he got 5 from Hofstadter. But man, oh man, what a... you just can. It's just one of those what if moments here for the Bulldogs. You know, what if they were able to convert? What if they were able to do this?
Right.
But here at the end of the 3rd quarter, Grand Island Islanders up over the North Platte Bulldogs, 14-13. We'll make our way to the start of the 4th quarter when we come back right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming, northplattepost.com.
Let your friends at the UPS store help you out. You name it, the UPS store can handle it. It's a full printing store with custom printing, laminating, and personalized calendars. And the UPS store helps make document destruction easy. When it comes to office supplies, printing, packaging, shipping, incoming mail, and shredding, it's all in one place. Come see Melissa and her crew and let them handle it all for you. South of Walmart in North Platte.
Sandhills State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhills State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. Grand Island Islanders have the ball at their 35, make it 36-yard line, leading 14-13 at the start of the 4th quarter. Richardson gets the ball, bouncing it to the left side at the 40. He's going to cross up field and get towards the 50-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play from Caleb Richardson. And their offense now, the Islanders, really picking up momentum here in the second half. It's what we talked about. Your keys specifically coming out is, you know, can they keep up that momentum with the running game? And so far, Bulldogs really struggling to find any momentum on that. Actually, I can't say that because they had it last time. It's just a self-inflicted wound.
Well, it was the Chrisman show for the Islanders in the first half, and it's been the Richardson show so far here in the second.
They're going to hand it off to Richardson on the right side. Cuts back upfield, and he's a good open field tackle. That one looks to be made on the side of Colton Tilford. Only 5 yards for Richardson.
But again, Richardson, Chrisman more the bigger back that's going to run you over. Richardson shown he can run you over too, but also more agile, more that crafty cutback type of runner. He's giving the Dogs some trouble here in the second.
So now with a 2nd and 5, we're going to hand it up to Richardson. Bouncing to the left side, bowling his way forward. He'll get enough for the first down, and it looks to be 7, maybe 8 yards. Give him 8 yards on that run. So now another first down for the Islanders, and this second half has just been all Islanders all the time. Now an Islanders first down. The Bulldogs have all night been doing this, though, giving up a lot of yards in the first part of the field when they get down to the red zone, really being able to shut it down. As I say that, Crispin with the stutter step looked to have lost a couple, stutter stepped his way forward, broke through with some big speed, and now going to bring it all the way up to an 8-yard gain, making it 2nd down and 8. So now, 8,
Gain 8.
2.
No, I'm with you. I see what you did there.
We're blaming on the no glasses. That's what we're going to say.
Okay.
2 running backs right next to Evans. They're going to give it up inside. That one probably to Richardson. And with that most likely will be enough for a first down on the 3-yard carry. It will be enough on the 3-yard carry. So now out goes Richardson, and now subbing in Alex Dingle. Z is silent. As they're looking towards the sideline, 3 wide receivers set, 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side, with Dingle in at running back. Evans in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dingle, up the middle, bouncing it to the far side, but he'll slide down maybe after a gain of, we'll say, if we're lucky, 1 yard for the Islanders.
Going to be generous on the spot.
Well, they're giving him 2.
Almost 2.
Oof. Out goes Dingle, and on now comes Richardson. Still rolling with this 2 running back set. It's going to be Richardson to the left of Evans, with also being in Ryan Kostler on the right. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Man coverage in for the Bulldogs here defensively. Out to the far side goes Kostler, going to hand it up to Richardson, up the middle, swarmed by some Bulldog defenders, but Richardson going to pile his way forward for a gain of maybe 4, and going to make it 3rd down and 4, following the 4-yard run.
Xavier Albertson coming up to make the stop, but Richardson getting 2, 3, 4 per carry. You don't want that.
Getting those chunks to make it 3rd and manageable, as now 3rd down and 4 with 8:26 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Evans in the pistol, now backs up to the shotgun with Richardson right next to him. Going to motion him to his right side. Evans stepping back, looking to pass. Throws, and it's almost going to be intercepted. Good breakup on the play. You spoke about him last possession, or last run. Xavier Albertson with the big swat away. He had an open receiver in the flat, able to knock it down for a big 3rd down stop.
Right, Albertson was staying home in the middle, cheating right just a little bit, and I'm not 100% sure that Cohen Evans saw him there until it was too late.
Almost another interception.
Would have been a big one, too.
But now here we go, 4th down and 4. 3 wide receiver set with Richardson in the backfield. Evans hands it to Richardson. Play action, though, steps back. He's going to step into the pocket, and he's going to be sacked on the play by the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir.
That's a turnover on downs. And with that, yet again, North Platte coming up big defensively, down almost in their red zone. And they'll start another possession, this time at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3. I think Bulldogs there providing the pressure, more pressure coming from the backside. Nothing Cohen Evans could do.
Prime position now for the Bulldogs with 8:03 left to go here in the 4th quarter. A touchdown to retake this lead, currently trailing 14-13. Jonason under center. In motion comes Brower. They're going to hand it, though, and keep it to Jonason, who tried to spin it to the outside but was tackled from behind, and we'll maybe give him generously 1, but maybe just a loss of 1. It is a loss.
Took 1, I think.
A loss of 1 on the play from Caden Jonason. So a 2nd down and 11, as now checking in for them, Logan Miles. Jonason under center now. Motion comes Tilford. We're going to hand it to Robley off the right side. Robley getting some momentum, spinning, and will stumble down. Picking up some good yardage, maybe 7 on that play, making it 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. There's a good pickup from Brock Robley. Now it's 3rd and manageable, which is very key. Do you go for it here if it gets to 4th down?
Yeah, I think so. You're Your punt game has been questionable. You're going to give up good field position likely. You hate to think that way, but you got to. So I think it's 4-down territory.
3rd and 4. Jonason stepping back, looking to pass, going to check it on down. Caught by Tilford. What a grab at the 40, 30, 45, and spun out around the 50. Oh, baby, that might have been the worst Jonason pass we've seen all year, but Tilford able to track it down. That's a 1st down and then some to Colton Tilford.
Tilford had to jump, reach back, and twist to get that one and was still able to get his feet under him and get some yards after the catch.
2 for 2 today for Jonason through the air. So he's going to step back and look to figure it out as Hayden Brower is looking to motion. Now close to the 50-yard line. We're going to say the 47 of the Bulldogs. Jonason under center, gets ready. In motion comes Tilford. Going to hand it to Robley off the right side. Up the middle, Robley at the 50, and we brought down. It's a solid gain of 3, maybe 4, generously 3. Now with 6:27 left to go. Here's the interesting part and the great thing about a triple option. You're always going to stay in bounds. You never have to sit and worry about running out of the clock or stopping the clock unless a timeout is forced. So if the Bulldogs can continue this momentum, they've already knocked 2 minutes off of this clock.
High risk of turnover, though, when you get in anxious situations.
So 4th play of the drive here, 5th play, Jonason stepping back to pass. Looking over the middle. And then out of the hands of Caleb Kincaid. He was wide open at around the midfield mark, 35 in the open, middle of the field, and it just went right through his hands.
I think Kincaid was trying to look ahead and see if someone was coming to light him up after he caught it and just taking his eye off the ball for that split second.
So now it's a 3rd and 7 on the 5th play of this drive. Big 3rd down here. Again, most certainly 4-down territory with 5:58 left to go in the 4th quarter. Holy moly, that got me excited. And unfortunately, through the hands of Kincaid, he's going to hit himself on that one. Going to hand it to Jonason, off on over to Tilford. Tilford cuts back upfield. He's at the 45, 35, 30, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That's a Bulldog touchdown. Colton Tilford. He did it. Holy moly, the cutbacks upfield all game have been wild for Colton Tilford.
Finally got that lane he needed. He's had to make people miss all night, and beautiful blocking all the way across for the Bulldogs.
Oh, wow. My good heaven. On the 6th play of this drive, Colton Tilford with a monster 48-yard touchdown run to put the Bulldogs back up top, pending this 2-point conversion, which would make it make it a 7-point lead. They're going to pitch it outside to Miles. Miles still keeping his footing, and they won't make it. So now it's 19-14. Colton Tilford, big run.
Yeah, just a huge run. And like I said, Tilford's done a good job of cutting back and making people miss and breaking tackles all night. But that time, his offensive line set him up perfectly. He had a couple blockers out ahead of him. Just a well-executed play by the Bulldogs.
We'll take a break. We come back. More action. 6:07 left to go in the 4th. Still plenty of time for either squad. Still plenty of time for us as well. More action. FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Hi, this is Lori from Double Dips, and I just want to say thank you for another successful summer. And we're celebrating 3 years in business, so thank you. Come in after school for your ice cream treat or a boba drink. We now have all of our flavors back in stock. Open Tuesday through Sunday, and remember, Double Dips Ice Creamery is your dessert destination downtown in the Canteen District of North Platte, Nebraska.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to Bauer Field as the Bulldogs now lead 19-14 following the massive 48-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run. Now it's up to this Bulldog defense to get another stop to secure this lead. That's going to be picked up on the side by, I believe that's Caleb Marsh on the side of the Islanders. It's, Brendan Lang will pick it up, and they'll go out 1st and 10. believe at the 20-yard line of the Bulldogs. Whew! It is quite something. Hey, thank you to our premier sponsors, though, for today. Dave's Place and CT Computer Services, Sandhill State Bank, as well as Premier Toyota, and another round, River's Edge Golf Course, and our video sponsor, Allo Communications. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Islanders at the 20-yard line, at their own 20-yard line. Now, Scott, if you had to rank this on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a defensive possession is this?
Man, I tell you what, huge, because the Dogs have all the momentum. They got the home crowd behind them. They got them pumped up on that huge run. And so I tell you what, a big stand right here by the Bulldogs is going to be huge to keep that momentum on their side.
Well, that first down run on the side by Richardson gets them 10 yards, so off to the wrong footing on this opening run. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. 3 wide receivers set, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side, 2 running backs in. Evans going to hand it off to Chrisman. Chrisman going to get maybe 2 yards. Big swarm of blue jerseys there to stop him. Can't let Jace Chrisman get that momentum going.
Right.
The Bulldogs were able to stop him. Gain of 2, making it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, got to get down low on him, and that's what you saw there. You got a couple Bulldogs up high, but a couple down low, too, to not allow Chrisman to get those extra 3-4 yards we've been seeing him.
4 wide receivers set now as the lights are in on the side of
middle school
the
section
Islanders.
over there. That's the North Platte Middle School section.
Evans steps up in the pocket, breaks through 1 tackle, and Kincaid able to swing him down. But maybe enough for the first down, though, from Cohen Evans. Oh, and it's enough for the first down. Gain of 6 on his side. Enough for another Islander first down. 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs leading 19-14.
So, yeah, our middle schoolers sit over there on the visitors' side in that little corner.
And
I hated it when I was in middle school. I want to be over here.
Now they have the lights on as well, looking for this defense to get it done. 3 wide receivers set. Richardson at running back. They're going to hand it to Richardson, who cuts back upfield, and will be brought down after a gain of possibly 3. It seemed like maybe a late flag coming in. There is a late flag on the far side of the field, around the line of scrimmage. Personal foul, face mask on the side of the Bulldogs. Another painful penalty.
3rd one of the game, 2nd one on the Bulldogs, I think.
It's a big, and we talked about cutting down on these penalties. Last week's penalties were kind of like the really ones that you can just kind of teach out, you know?
Right.
Well, these ones just seem kind of forced. Face mask penalties, a couple encroachments as well. Stuff that are costing the Bulldogs dearly right now at the moment. Again, leading 19-14, but now Islanders in their territory at the 40. Evans hands off to Richardson up the middle. Going to plow forward and get maybe 5. Actually, it was Jace Chrisman picked up that 5. Now it's 2nd down and 5 at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. This is where the money's made, even though they don't make any money.
Yeah.
4:16 left to go.
The pride is
fourth
earned.
quarter. That's right. Again, talked about it. They really batten down the hatches in the red zone. Give up a lot in the first 80 yards, but the last 20 are a struggle. Evans off to the right side looking to run. He's going to break it, and good low tackle. Trying to see who was the first person there. Caden Jonason there on the stop. As Evans only got 2. So a big 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
Big one.
Inside Bulldog territory with 3:40 left to go. Evans now going under center. The first time we've seen that tonight. Has a big running back behind him. I believe that one could potentially be trying to find a number, maybe Hofstetler. Actually, no, it's Chrisman.
Big one. Come on.
3rd and 3. Evans hands it to Chrisman off the right side. He's going to bounce it around the corner into the open field. 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown.
Dang it.
Costly mistake for the Bulldogs as they left nobody really on the outside, all loading up in the box. Right. Chrisman's able to bounce it and that is a 35-yard touchdown run from Jace Chrisman.
Yeah, give credit where credit is due. It was just a well-designed play. The misdirection to the right side, and every Bulldog defender bit on it. And then back quickly to the left side went Chrisman, and then we've seen what he can do when you give him that opening on the outside. Nobody touching him.
Hyder Maida now on to attempt the extra point for the Islanders. They currently, at the moment, retake the lead. It's now up to the Bulldogs. Regain control. There's a lot of movement. They're actually going for two. Cohen Evans in the shotgun now. In motion comes Richardson. Evans stepping back, looking to pass, has some pressure. Looking, still looking into the end zone. Picked off. Good hands coming in. Trevor Chrisman with the interception. So
that could be big.
That 2-point conversion, no good. So we're currently sitting at the moment for the Bulldogs, trailing one, 20-19. Wow. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. 3:06 left to go in this ball game. Bulldogs looking to get the last score in at the moment. Only trailing by 1 to the Grand Island Islanders here in their Week 2 first game at home. More action right around the corner. FM 98.1 AM 1410 and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
You make sure to keep the kids up on their school physicals each year, so don't forget about their eye exams. Start the year off right with an eye exam at Clear Focus Eye Care. Dr. Aaron and JoBeth Halling are great with kids and will help them feel comfortable while getting their eye exam. Clear Focus Eye Care even has a wide selection of frames for your kids to choose from. Schedule eye exams for your family today with Clear Focus Eye Care, 1225 South Poplar, North Platte.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back. Islanders over the Bulldogs at the moment with 3:06 left to go in the fourth quarter, 20-19. Talking with Scott Carlson here. 1 point, 3:06 left on the clock. Do you think that might be a little too much the Islanders left on? I know they weren't aiming to leave that much on, but with the way how quick that score was, I think it was a little much. Even a squib kick coming in here.
Yeah, I mean, tell you what, the Dogs have been moving the ball pretty quickly, so let's see if we can get another big play.
And now they're in perfect field position following that kick. I'm surprised they didn't go for a much deeper kick.
And the flip side of that, though, Grand Island been moving the ball pretty quickly as well, so don't give them any gifts back.
So
it's got to be clock management here for Coach Altig.
It is going to be clock management, but the interesting part is it looks like Grand Island's hoping with this short kick that the Bulldogs are going to score quickly, and then Grand Island will run it down the field and kick the field goal or get a touchdown, but we'll have to see.
Might be counting on a 3-and-out in that punting game. It's been a little suspect.
Handed off to Robley on the left side. Robley keeping the legs turning, still going, and has finally stood up at around the 40-yard line. We'll say maybe he got 5. We're being generous, 4 at the minimum. They are going to give him 5. So with that, it's 2nd and 5 now. 2:44 left to go in this game. We really don't know what the field goal kicking distance is for this team. We know Borges has a really big leg, but how accurate is he when he gets full power underneath it? In motion comes Tilford. Jonasson going to keep it, and he gets absolutely rocked at the line of scrimmage. He got 1 yard at the minimum. But man, oh man, when he turned that corner, absolutely demolished that on the tackle, Porter Dixon.
And then we've seen Jonasson take some big hits tonight and popped right back up from all of them. He's going to feel them tomorrow, though.
Big 3rd and 4. Tilford's probably going to get this one if we're thinking about it. No, they're going to give it in to Tilford. He got it. Juke move up the middle.
Move.
Oh, but he's brought down after a gain of 2. Got to trust myself on these play actions and these read options, but... Yeah. 4th and 1 now with 1:50 left to go. Are you surprised maybe no timeouts have been called yet with 3 on the clock for the Bulldogs?
I think, you know what, I think Coach Altig planning on a big play again here. Colton, though, again, doing a good job making people miss. Just too many Islanders in his presence.
Crucial 4th down, 4th and 1 for the Bulldogs. In motion comes, they're going to hand it off to Tilford, but a flag on the play. He won't even get the first down anyway, so with that...
Wasn't a dead ball.
It's tough.
Offsides. Hope for
we're
an
offsides. We're about to find out what it could be.
Illegal shift.
Oh, an illegal shift, and with that, a massive turnover on downs. for the Bulldogs.
Boy,
that's killer.
Yeah, needed to get that first down, obviously.
So now Grand Isle will take over in beautiful field position at the Bulldogs' possibly 46-yard line. Man, and all three runs to the right side. It's one of those things where it's like the outside game is working very well. We know that. But if you're going to run it to the short side of the field on an outside run, you're not really giving your speedster Tilford to really go all the way around that defender. So,
and we know the Islanders have quick closing speed from the backfield, the defensive backfield. So
here we go. 1:16 left to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. Islanders leading 20-19. They're going to hand the ball off to Richardson up the middle. He only gets one. I expect a timeout from Coach Altig now to play with those. It's one of these weird double-edged swords where you're like, do you take those timeouts during the offensive side, basing it that your offense can get a first down? Or do you wait maybe if you get a turnover on downs and you get a really first good stop defensively to call that timeout?
No, man, I think you just got to take them. I don't think you can depend on anything happening. I think you just got to play conservatively and hope your defense can get 3 more quick stops.
And again, we're in the part of the field where the Bulldogs have been very strong defensively. The first 80 to 70 yards have really been a struggle in terms of them stopping the ball.
Still 3 down, though.
And
that's only 2 more times you can stop the clock.
And that's scary.
That is.
Because you really gotta. I just don't know with those 3 times. Yeah, you gotta hope for a strip fumble.
You need a mistake from Grand Island, I think.
And they've had that one mistake, that pick from Cohen Evans to Ryan Fox earlier in this ball game. But I'm not expecting them to pass the ball, and so far the fumbles really haven't been a huge concern on the side of the Islanders in this ball game. 3 wide receivers set again. Evans in the shotgun as we have officials blowing the whistle.
I think there should be more time on the clock.
Maybe reset the clock? Well, we're about to find out. Nope. They're gonna...
Yeah, they reset it to 1:16. It had run down to a minute on the main scoreboard, the official
scoreboard. So 1:16 now left in the ball game. Evans hands it to Richardson. Richardson up the middle. He'll make his way forward as a timeout now called yet again on the side of the Bulldogs. That's a good solid gain for Richardson of about 3. Oy. Now we're down to 1 timeout left, and it's 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
You would suspect probably be 1-0, maybe 1 minute, less than a minute left to go on the clock when they receive this punt, if they can get this stop with 3rd and 6 left.
Yeah, you got to
3rd and 6, I'd say.
You got to get the stop here, and then it's got to be in the back of your mind that if you do get the ball back, you're going to be in an uncomfortable situation.
No timeouts. You're angling for those out of bounds markers.
Right, or hoping for the big toss. And I think we've seen Jonathan show he can throw the ball. And if you give him a wing and a prayer type of throw, I think he's got the arm to do it. But first things first, you got to get the big stop.
How much are the Bulldogs hitting themselves on that Kincaid drop?
Boy.
Caleb Kincaid wide open, and the big guy himself who's been so solid over these years offensively and defensively, really hitting himself on that one.
Right.
That one could have been a difference maker. 3rd down and about 6, maybe 5. Cohen Evans underneath center in the single eye, but now backing out to the pistol formation is what it looks like. Double trips formation on that. Well, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, still single eye. Evans up the middle. He's going to try to get some yardage. He'll get it to around maybe the 33, maybe 34. Another timeout being called by head coach Kurt Altig. We're a drive that started at around the 43-yard line. A punt coming now in on the side. So here we go.
I don't hate the idea of pinning the Bulldogs back. They haven't shown you, besides the one big play from Colton, that they can cover a lot of ground
quickly
with 1 or 2 plays.
And now with essentially a minute left to play and no timeouts, it's going to boil down to Can Jonasson make a big throw, or can Tilford somehow, some way find the open field?
Right.
Again, you're not looking to run to the short side of the field. That's really the bane of the existence for his Bulldogs. Hurt them last possession where they just ran to the short side when you know Tilford might need that extra space to fully turn around that corner and get into the open. Right. So, and maybe we don't even see the Islanders punt. Maybe they go for a trick play to get that first down and essentially end the game. But Evans is back looking to punt and either pin Bulldogs deep with Tilford at the 10-yard line.
Again.
The punt is a slow little pooch, and that's going to bounce and take a nice favorable bounce to the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs. That was a favorable bounce it took.
Yeah.
So now with exactly
1 minute,
exactly a minute now.
Running it down, baby.
Left in this ball game. You're looking for a miracle. We're not expecting many passing attempts on the side of the Bulldogs. It wouldn't hurt them. It would stop the clock if they get an incompletion.
I think you got to get uncomfortable here. Jonasson's got an arm. It's your only hope, Obi-Wan.
It's your only hope, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi, as Jonasson under center. He's going to step back. He's looking to pass. Over the middle. Oh. That one's a short pass to Logan O'Brien, who was open at around the 40. But, again, with these, it's a good idea to throw on first down because it stops the clock. Then you have 2, maybe 3 more possessions left to attempt something. But another misfire. That one right into the dirt from Jonasson, which is tough, which is something we rarely see from Jonasson, in his many short passing attempts so far in his career. But he's been very accurate with his attempts.
Yeah, he's been long, if anything.
He's overthrown many of his receivers. Jonasson now looking to pass, stepping back, rolling to the right, rolling. Plenty of daylight, angling towards the sideline, has some momentum, and is tackled out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. Good pickup of 7 from Jonasson. He stops the clock. That's the big important factor here. Yep. Stop the clock with 52 seconds. He's around the 40-yard line. So gain of 7. It's now 3rd and 3. 4-down territory for the Bulldogs here. I would hope Tilford could run it to the near sideline if they're going to try to run it. And they do have Tilford set up on the near side, if it looks like correctly. Nope, they have him on the near side, so they'll go the other way if they hand it to him. Jonasson going to pitch it to Tilford. Tilford steps back, and he is going to be brought down. A big loss of 4 on the play from Colton
Tilford. They can't stop the clock. You got to get going.
Got to get back to the line quickly. Again, one of those darn things where it's like you have so much daylight here on this near side of the field. Why aren't you trying to run more with it there?
Right. Here's your uncomfortable situation.
4th and 6, clock running at 27, and
Grand Island
calls a timeout. That one's I understand the notion of, hey, big 4th down, don't let anything get past you, but so are the side of the Bulldogs. They probably weren't as prepared for it, but either side get a quick little break. Hey, let's do through some of our sponsors here. It's Dave's Place, pizza and wings on 1510 East 4th Street. Dave's Place, a family fun restaurant. Enjoy dine-in or carry out. Hey, they also deliver with DoorDash. Order online at www.davesplacenp.com. Sandhills State Bank, the most committed brand in banking with locations in North Platte, Ogallala, Grant, Juanita, Bassett, Valentine, Harris, Alliance, Arthur, and Mr. Scott Carlson. Is it Hyannis?
Hyannis.
Hyannis.
And I wasn't going to say anything this morning, but it's Morrill.
It's Morrill. Okay. We're learning new things here.
No, that's cool, man. There's some weird things. Just, I mean, you know, you're the new guy, so people let it slide for a while, but then they get testy.
I'll get it.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to keep them from getting testy.
Go to Sandhill State.
Just don't say Chadron.
Oh, Chadron.
Chadron. Please.
So go to sandhillstate.com for a full list of services and locations. So here we go. 4th down and 6. Big play for the Bulldogs. Jonasson stepping back, throwing it over to the far side of the field. Oh, in and out of the hands of Logan O'Brien. A little high for O'Brien, but in his catch radius, but a nice hit from behind jarred the ball loose. O'Brien looks to be in a little bit of pain following that hit.
I can imagine.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard, 1st and 10 at around the 35, 34-yard line for the Islanders, and that'll most likely do it for this ball game.
Yep, that's going to be all she wrote. You're going to see victory formation, and Cohen's going to take a knee, and unfortunately, the Dogs 0-2, but man, a heck of a game. Fun game.
Another heck of a game, just coming up and out short really just literally a hair short. And it's a game of what ifs. What if, Caleb Kincaid caught that ball over the middle of the field just a couple of possessions ago, as now they'll finally take that knee. And that'll probably do it for this ball game. It's, again, game of what ifs. What if they came out in that first possession in the third and scored a touchdown? What if Kincaid got that ball over the middle? What if they could find a stop, on that Crispin long 47-yard run? There's so many games of what ifs that we can play, but overall, another strong game for the Bulldogs. Really just coming down to how they're going to be able to close. It's not about can they get to a point, because we saw today and last Friday against Papillion La Vista South. Hey, this team can compete with some of the top dogs or some well-coached teams. It's just how are they going to be able to close out? And Coach Altig, again, going to have to go to practice and really try to figure out what can they do in that third quarter, because that seems to be really the black mist or just whatever of the bane of their existence, that third quarter coming out of half. Because, again, you can sit there and say that, it just looks like they're tired, but then come out in the fourth quarter and they look electric. Towards the end of the third quarter, seem to have picked it up a little bit. It's just trying to figure out how do they get over that last little hurdle. Because, again, it's a very young team. Only returning a couple of key starters. I think, if I remember correctly, 6 on offense, 6 on defense. So still have a lot of youth on that field. It's how they're going to close this game out.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that a coach can't create, and that's depth. And that's we knew that going in. Obviously, when you look at a roster from Coach Altig and you see the majority of the guys playing both ways, you know that you have a depth issue. And that's numbers. We know numbers are down. I think 70 kids out across all classes.
Yeah.
So that is going to put a lot of pressure on the guys to try to stay as fresh as they can through a game. But this was one of those games where it was a battle. Every run came hard. Every tackle was met with contact from
Bulldog
the Islanders.
Football.
Yeah, so it was hard football, and that's going to make you tired. So I think the key is hopefully as you get deeper in the season here, and only second game of the year, the conditioning improves, because the conditioning – it isn't, you're never where you need to be.
You're never
when you
in
come
game condition until you play a game.
And a lot of teams aren't in a position where they have the majority of their starters playing on both sides of the ball. So, I tell you, I thought they looked a lot more fresh going into the third quarter tonight than they did last week. That's a good sign. It was a battle, and
all the way
came down to who was going to get the break with not enough time on the clock. Unfortunately, the Islanders got that break, and almost, man, so close. 2 passes. I mean, that you could say, oh, what if, but you can't play that game. Good football game.
It was great football, and again, just strong performance overall. Something you can hang your hat on and be like, you're so close. It's just these little, small, minute things that, hey, maybe if we can clean this up or clear that up over here, maybe then we can get something rolling. But I think overall, a much cleaner game. Yeah, there's a couple of face mask penalties, but those aren't the type of penalties that you can sit there and be like, what are you doing? That's a boneheaded move that you can do. That just seems like a reactionary thing of where you're going to tackle. Yeah. Those can slide a little more. You just got to talk about it during break. I think running game overall, I love the use of the outside run more than they did in game number 1. The inside run, again, in the second half, struggled with Robley, and that's nothing against Brock Robley and his inability to run up the middle. It's just Grand Island doing what Papillion La Vista South did and said, hey, you either got to beat us through the air or you got to beat us on a long run. They almost got beat on that Colton Tilford long run, but able to clog it up the middle. And then the passing game saw glimpses. Yet again, you're seeing these small little inklings of, hey, it can have some potential. It's just they don't run it enough to really get those repetitions in. So when it's needed, like it is here in the late portion of this ball game, the ball goes through the hand of Logan O'Brien. Kincaid unfortunately drops one. A little underthrown Jonason pass that hits way in front of O'Brien on that same possession. Right. It's just these small little things that are easily clean-upable.
Yeah,
early in the early part, it's just painful when you lose by 1 point.
You're talking third quarter, and O'Brien seeing the ball come to him for the first time since warm-ups. And receiver warm-ups are early on in the process of warm-ups. So it's been probably 2 hours since he's
touched a
ball. So you're right. It's what we talked about, uncomfortable situation. When you want to pass, it's a good thing. When you need to pass, it's a whole different level. And I think that's what you saw the Dogs kind of feeling like, oh, man, we're going to have to pass instead of, hey, we're moving the ball good on the ground. Let's throw one. The confidence was there. And like we said, if you're only seeing one look, if you're getting one look per game, man, I mean, you know, if you get one chance to do a lot of things,
that's a lot of pressure
you're going to struggle.
So Bulldogs fall to the Islanders 20-19. 0-2 to start the year. Islanders 1-2. Bulldogs will go on the road next week to Scottsbluff.
Yeah.
Nice little drive. That's a big game.
That's going to be a late night for us, buddy.
That's going to be a late night. Yeah, baby. But also another opportunity for this Bulldogs team. So we'll take a break. We'll come through with our post-game show right here at FM 98.1, AM 1410, and live streaming NorthPlattePost.com.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleanings, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
It's a stampede. Snorting bulls, piercing horns, and twisting bronco busting action. It's all charging into the Wild West Arena, September 16th and 17th. And you don't want to miss the ride. The Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. The best cowboys and cowgirls in the Great Plains. Competing against the best stock the industry has to offer in 2 frenzied performances. Action begins at 7 p.m. each night. Tickets are $10 at the gate. It's the Mid-Plains Community College Stampede. Let's ride.
First State Bank is your local bank that offers everything in one place. Banking, savings, mortgages, and loans. Why go anywhere else when you can come to us? We can help you through all walks of life. Buying your first home, kids' savings, purchasing a new car, and even retirement. We have you covered. Stop in to see what First State Bank, your local bank, has to offer. First State Bank on the corner of Willow and Rodeo Road. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With lots of new and pre-owned vehicles, Premier Toyota just south of I-80 in North Platte is ready to help you get into the ride you've been dreaming of, whether you want to buy or lease. Find out for yourself what an enjoyable experience it is to do business with the staff at Premier Toyota. Premier Toyota also offers the Toyota Cares maintenance plans. Test drive a new Toyota today and like them on Facebook for what's new. Let's go places. Premier Toyota in North Platte.
Swift Auto Center.
This is Joe from Swift Auto Center in North Platte. The Dogs play here. KOOQ North Platte, 1410 AM and FM 98.1.
It's the Quick Stop post-game wrap-up. Quick Stop never closes, with 24 locations open 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to Bauer Field. Bulldogs fall to the Islanders 20-19. Bulldogs now advance to 0-2 on the year. Islanders start their season off 1-0. So me and Scott were talking over the break and just a couple of minutes ago how overall, game-wise, much better performance than against the Islander or than the Papio South in week number 1. You can definitely tell that one game's worth of experience really, really helped out because this is a really well-coached Islander squad.
Yeah, for sure. It was, I'll tell you what, obviously you're at home your first game, so you're a little extra pumped up because of that. But, yeah, I thought it was a much more complete game played by the Bulldogs for sure. And I tell you what, Coach Tomlin, as we mentioned in the pregame, a great coach, finds ways to win, and that's what he did tonight.
So here we go. It's time for our little rundown here statistically and through the possession. Starting out in the first half, off on a strong start for the Bulldogs. They just elected to receive the kick. Brock Robley was able to convert it on an 86-yard drive, 1-yard TD run from him. Made him up 6-0. Missed the extra point, so it was just 6-0 heading into a Grand Island possession where they went 80 yards down the field, but missed the field goal. And it was still 6-0 at that point. And then, hey, how about this? Bulldogs capitalizing, something we didn't see all of last week against Papio South. They really weren't able to convert and convert on those mistakes made by the other side. A 2-yard Colton Tilford run that started on their own 17-yard line with the extra point good. That is a 13-0 ball game at that moment. And then it got a little bit worse on the side of the Islanders. An interception from Cohen Evans to Ryan Fox, who got that pickoff in the red zone. And then the Bulldogs, unfortunately, couldn't convert, went for a 3-and-out, and then back-to-back 3-and-outs on either side as they went into the halftime. Bulldogs leading 13-0, though, as, here he comes into the office. We're going to take a quick little sidestep from those game stats, and it's time to talk with our head coach here with the Farmers Insurance Coaches interview, Coach Kurt Altig. Coach, 1-point loss, really, it's a gut-wrencher leading that game up into the halftime, 13-0. But I think overall from a team standpoint in terms of the energy, the physicality, as well as maybe the penalties, much better game.
You know, we came out and amazingly, they did exactly what we thought they were going to do. And we played hard physical football against a really tough physical team. We won the first half, and we didn't win the second half, and that's where you win games.
Yeah, and go through that process to actually elect to receive the kickoff to start the game, because it always boils down to if you win the toss, you always want to defer to get that second half opening kickoff, as you said. So what really went through you and your coach's decisions to maybe get off to that hot start, which you did successfully? You know, we looked at our film last week, and we wanted to be the team to go out and go on a 15-play drive to start the game and wear out their defense. So it worked out pretty well for us, you know, and then we got a stop. And then for whatever reason, you know, it's on me. The third quarter came and crept back and got us again. And, you know, we couldn't have that. And, you know, we kept fighting, but again, you know, we don't want to have to keep fighting, you know, coming from behind. Mm-hmm. We want to be able to be up and keep playing physical football. And dictate the pace is probably what it is. So how can you go into a week's practice, either in the film room or on the field, to maybe, I'm going to say replicate, but clean up those third quarter woes that keep just springing their head up across? You know, I think it's about our preparation as far as at halftime. You know, we did make our halftime adjustments, and you know, they came out and they attacked us kind of at our weak spots, and they got a little more physical than we were. For a few plays, especially on the defensive side. You know, we adjusted there at the end, and then just like last week, got a couple guys out of position. But, you know, our job as a coaching staff is to put those guys in a place to be successful, and we didn't quite do that again. You know, again, I said this last week, it is, you know, a couple little things here or there, missed extra point, a fumble, a bad penalty. We did, you know, I thought we were leaps and bounds better. I told the guys this team beats that team last week, but you know, against a solid program like Grand Island, you got to take advantage of their mistakes, and instead they took advantage of ours. It was, again, turnover battle, almost won up until that late fumble. Again, game of what ifs. What happens if Jonason didn't fumble that ball, or Kincaid unfortunately didn't drop that pass in the middle of the field? It's all about what ifs. You have to control what is on the field. You're going to go on to Scottsbluff, another long trek, probably the last long trek of the season, if I remember correctly. What are some of the things you talked about, cutting down on some of those small mistakes, but what other things are you looking at as learning points to help boost this team up? Because again, you're so close. This is a well-coached Grand Island team that for many years, 17 out of the 19 years that they've gone to the playoffs under this head coach, they've gone. So it's a well-versed program, and you almost got them. So what are some of those other details that you caught on that you would look to fix going into Scottsbluff? Well, next week when you go to Scottsbluff, we're going to throw football back about 30, 35 years. You know, there's going to be a lot of running the ball. Clock's going to wind down. You know, it's just about coming out. We play physical football like we want to. We just got to, you know, maintain our focus. And the hardest part about getting tired is you lose your focus. Mm-hmm. So we got to, you know, just work hard and practice and focus on maintaining our focus, so that, again, that little thing here or there goes our way instead of somebody else's. All right, Coach, again, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you next week for our coaches interview and the game against Scottsbluff.
is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Experience is something many can claim, but few can live up to. Larry's Glass has decades of experience, from small window jobs to large industrial businesses. Larry's has the right experience to get the work completed and looking incredible the first time. No more rookies looking at your window and trying to figure out if it's glass or if it's plastic. Larry's Glass has the knowledge, expertise, and experience to handle every type of glass situation. Others say they have it, only Larry's can claim it. Experience. Find it at Larry's Glass in North Platte.
It's the summer of savings at Bill Summers Ford, Lincoln, Honda, Nissan. New inventory arriving daily, and your summer getaway starts here. With your trade and Bill Summers aggressive financing, you could drive away with the car of your dreams. There's hot sales, cool deals, and a friendly staff awaiting you at Bill Summers. You can also check out all the great inventory online at BillSummers.com. Open 24/7 and like Bill Summers on Facebook for even more deals. Bill Summers.
Allo means business. Allo means local business. Allo means big business. Allo means small business. No matter your business, if you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation. Symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back to the Kiwi Stop, the Quick Stop post-game show with Scott Carlson as he was...
I just learned the hard way I'm at the limit of my headphone cord.
He almost pulled himself out. It is time for our 308 Uplifters and Line X post-game stats. 308 Uplifters and Line X of North Platte offering spray and bed liners and a full line of accessories, floor mats, mud flaps, coolers, and more. Let's continue on with a little breakdown. We get out of the halftime break. Starting on the side of the Islanders, you got the first kick. 6-play drive ending in a 17-yard TD Jace Chrisman touchdown run with the extra point good. It was 13-7 now the lead for the Bulldogs. Then on a 7-play drive that started at their own 21-yard line, they had to punt it away, unfortunately. And with that, Chase Chrisman again, 46-yard TD run, put the Islanders up 14-13. Bulldogs were driving on a 3-play drive that started at their own 25 before Caden Jonason fumbled it around the red zone 20 on the side of the Islanders. And with that on the other side, a turnover on downs for the Islanders. Got perfect position for the Bulldogs to go up. And you know what they did? 48-yard Colton Tilford touchdown run. 19-14 was the lead then for the Bulldogs. Could they hold on? In the end, they could not, unfortunately, with a 35-yard touchdown run from Jace Chrisman. The Islanders up 20-19 with their 2-point conversion. No good. Bulldogs turned it over on the next possession. Then a punt on the side of the Islanders. Bulldogs, here they go. Last chance, a minute left. Couldn't they go the distance? Turnover on downs, and that is how the game ended, 20-19. Hey, it is time for our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. Well, Scott Carlson, it's not really going to be a big shock who the money player of the game went to. Colton Tilford, 19 carries, just under 200 yards, 197, grand total of 320 yards for the Bulldogs on the ground. So he is our Ameriprise Financial Money Player of the Game. When money matters, talk to Marshall Doty and Mark Tillman, Ameriprise Financial Advisors in North Platte, Nebraska, about professional financial services. Ameriprise Financial Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. Let's go to the rest of the stats here. Caden Johnson, in terms of his total passing yards, man, he was 2 for 4. Well, let's say, 2 for 5 on his attempts for just under 40 yards. Colton Tilford with a big catch. Logan O'Brien with his 23-yard reception as well. And then on the side of the Grand Island Islanders on Caleb Richardson. He was up for 88 yards, 109 from Jace Chrisman, 51 from Cohen Evans, 5 from Hostetler, and then 1 from Dingle. And the air through the side of Cohen Evans, he threw only 50 total yards on 3 of 7 passing. Big receiver on that side, Cole Thorne, with a 39-yard reception. And that'll do it there for our post-game stats provided by 308 Uplifters and the game stats provided by Clear Focus Eye Care. Clear Focus Eye Care, specializing in preventative eye care, dry eye treatment, and vision therapy. Schedule your appointment today. We're going to take one last quick break, and when we come back, we're going to give you Eek's Office box score, our final thoughts, and then preparation for next week right here, FM 98.1, AM 1410, and as always, live streaming on NorthPlattePost.com.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See me, Pete Foltz, at 501 South Jeffers for a free insurance review.
Gosh, I am so hungry, but the game is on.
Well, you big lug, get off the couch and get to Dave's Place Pizza and Wings to watch and fill your massive belly.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Well, just go to Dave's Place.
Dave's Place at 1510 East 4th is the quintessential place to watch the game and fill your belly. Massive or not, pizzas, wings, calzones, and even great meals for the kiddos. Daily specials, too. Call in an order at 532-3922 or order online at davesplacenp.com. DoorDash available, too.
Great Plains Health Orthopedics in North Platte is ready to serve you with board-certified orthopedic surgeons and a team of medical professionals who specialize in hip, knee, and shoulder joint replacements and revisions, minor to complex hand injuries, sports medicine for both the serious athlete and the weekend warrior, new and innovative operative and non-operative procedures, and work-related injuries. Same-week appointments are available. Call Great Plains Health Orthopedics today.
Your health is our mission. Great Plains Health.
At Grease Monkey in North Platte, they strive to make your experience enjoyable and your service quick. They perform a 16-point inspection with each full-service oil change, and they vacuum your interior and wash your exterior windows. Grease Monkey is your one-stop shop for all oil changes and more. They value your time. Their service technicians are trained to ensure they get the job done right the first time. Come check them out at 321 South Jeffers Street and see how well their family-run business services your vehicle.
North Platte Post Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, to our quick stop post-game show. It is time for our Eek's Office final score. Our final score today, 20-19. The Grand Island Islanders over North Platte Bulldogs. The box, choked on myself there a little bit. Is sponsored, of course, by Eek's Office. I swear they're out tonight. No kidding. For coffees, furniture, or janitorial supplies, think Eek's. Visit Eek's.com. Scott, we're going on the road next week to take on Scotts Bluff. And as Coach said, we're going back to the early mornings of football, back to the days of running. And you might say, hey, that might beneficiate the Bulldogs in terms of their, hey, maybe we can play their game and they can finally take advantage of it. But with the way that Scotts Bluff will be playing the same style, it's going to be quite tough because both sides are going to be worn out by the end of the game just running over each other because both teams are very, very physical.
Yeah, I tell you what, Scotts Bluff, don't underestimate Scotts Bluff because they're a Class B team, man. They have Sebastian Boyle, who is, if you have not had the pleasure of watching him play, he's a great athlete, man. And I'm not ashamed to say it's fun to watch the kid play. So obviously he's going to be big trouble for the Dogs. I think size-wise they match up. There's one big dude that Carl's over here talking about. That's one dude. I think if you go apples to apples, it's a pretty good size matchup for the Bulldogs, which sometimes in Class A, they're a little outsized. But Sebastian Boyle's the real deal, man. He's he's getting D1 looks, and Dogs got to be ready for him.
Got to be ready, and they were ready today for Grand Island. Just couldn't get over that last little hump as they fell to the Islanders 20-19. Hey, we'll see you next week for, of course, the Scottsbluff game on Friday. You'll see me earlier, though. Actually, you'll see me on Saturday as well. McCook tournament for the first volleyball of the season. Scotty C will be down there with me and McCook late night for a McCook drive, or for the Scottsbluff drive, but a late start for the McCook tournament for the.
And it's only when I'm driving. Never mind.
Never mind. We won't talk.
Doesn't take very long.
We'll let the imagination run wild on that one. And then on, I believe, Tuesday, a softball doubleheader for the high school, I believe against Grand Island. I forgot. I should have written it down. But you'll be seeing me at Dow Hauer for softball doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. Well,
Scott, not that I don't love Bulldog softball. I just don't do it.
Yeah, he does do Bulldog softball. I do Bulldog softball, so I'll see you all down there. You'll see Scott Carlson and myself Friday and Saturday, both for Bulldog football and then college volleyball for a McCook tournament starting at 3 o'clock. And then, of course, our pregame for football, quick stop pregame, 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. That'll do it for us tonight. We'll see you all next Friday here for Bulldog football. For Scott Carlson, Paxton Gordon, and Carl running the video board, thank you for all tuning in. Bulldogs lose 20-19.
You've been listening to the Dogs on FM 98.1 and 1410 AM with live streaming video.
Well, then I sat, but that's why.
And it's a tournament?
Yeah, two games that day.
So they'll play two only.
You're only playing 2 games.
Yeah, no, it'll be best of 3. I would imagine.
Well, it's 3 and 7.
Well, they'll normally play best of 3 if there's more than if there's 4